What is up, beautiful people? It's Wolfbrother Mythos from Wolfbrother Hobbies, and of course, I am joined by the ever amazing, incredibly talented.
Master of the Maelstrom, Rob from the Miniatures Paintbrush.
Good to see you guys. Good to be hanging with you, brother Rob. I hope you're doing well this week. We haven't really caught up like we normally do before the show, so this is us actually getting to hang out with each other right on the air right now.
That's right. That's right.
How you been this
That's
week, brother?
awesome. Good. The entire week was devoid of school. Actually, they canceled school all week.
Oh yeah, because of the winter storm, right?
That's right.
How
That's right.
is the storm up that way? Rob is
Well,
in the Atlantic North. For those who don't know,
yep. I'm in Northeast by Washington D.C. We got hit pretty hard, but it wasn't that bad. What was really bad was the ice and everything freezing. So things couldn't be plowed efficiently, especially when snow drifts onto the road. So things got, down to one lane and people weren't using both lanes. So it seemed like it was kind of rough there for a while. Um, but having this time off meant more hobby time for me and getting things painted. So there's that.
that is on the contrast side. I have done no hobby work this week. I have just been nose to the grind most of the week. I even spent a couple nights just staying up late and getting in some extra work. Hello, Ashley. Hello, Greg, my brother.
Ashley and Greg.
While I've got you guys here, I just wanted to let everyone know that if anyone is interested in getting some great coffee, because, like I always say, coffee and gaming go together just like, sweet painted minis and a good tabletop game. And, uh, um, um, so I ordered some Gamers with coffee. Max Caff is my favorite because it gives me a little extra buzz of a caffeine kick that I need. And with saying that, they're closing their coffee shop at the end of the month. So definitely, when you see Nightbot put up the link to their coffee shop, Gamers with Coffee.shop, definitely check them out if you're interested in getting in any coffee before the shop closes up. They're going to be looking at some other alternatives, shopping around some different brands. But this particular company that their coffee comes from, these will be the last batches. So I got me a big old 2-pound bag to stock up.
Nice.
Freak, good evening.
Hey, Freak the Gamers here.
I assume you're referring to the description. Tonight is another chill hobby chat with the amazing brother Rob from the Miniatures Paintbrush. Can you explain how he is with you together? He's my boyfriend. That's
Yeah. We make out after session every day.
this is our Netflix and chill, but with painting.
Yeah, pretty much.
Talk about games. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. So, like I said, not only is this the last month for Gamers with Coffee to be doing their current shot with coffee while they find a new solution. Also, usually in the description, you'll see the channel sponsor, and that will go to Paint Mini's live shop, and that also will be. Oh, you meant Ashley. How is Greg with you? Is he okay? uh, the I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Big Live will be launching their 2.0 version of the website,
Nice.
and so when that one changes, of course, I'll let you guys know if when and as things change. But for now, you can still use the link to go to his shop and check out sweet merch. Paint Minis Life has all kinds of stuff from my favorite hobby supplies, which is Monument Hobbies and Pro-Acryl. Also has some other cool stuff like D&D stuff, Pathfinder stuff. Lots of cool stuff to check out on the Paint Minis Live website. All right. So we've got some cool stuff coming up tonight. Greg is fine. Oh my God, I'm deaf. Oh, what'd I do? Was it me? Was it me laughing? Was it the intro to the song? I don't know. I'm sorry. Whatever I did to make you deaf, I apologize.
Wait, what?
There we go. There's the Nightbot link to the coffee shop there, guys. Make sure you get in on that coffee before it's gone.
I hear the pistachio one is absolutely delicious.
Oh, yes. You can get pistachio with their Dubai chocolate inspired coffee, which is really tasty. If you like pistachio coffee, that is. Some people don't like flavored coffee at all. Oh, thank you so much, Freak.
Well, thank you.
How you been, Freak? How have you been, Walkabout? And Ashley and Greg, I know I talk to you guys in the chat pretty frequently, but what you guys doing this weekend? I know Greg, well, now he's playing with his favorite Mini, the granddaughter, but I know he's working on painting some miniature rhinos this weekend. And man, that Imperialis stuff, I'm always impressed with how small the scale is, how detailed it is. Like they look like some sharp minis.
Yeah. I like the really big Night Titans in that scale.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would be interested to see you paint up some of the Imperialis stuff. Not that you want to play the game, but just your skill set is so refined. Like I'd be impressed to see what you could do with something, in that 2 millimeters. I think it's like 8 millimeters.
Yeah. What I would do is I'd have two of the Joy Toy models playing 40K game using those miniatures on the tabletop. That would be cool.
I saw, I think it was with the Knights, Midwinter Minis was doing a game with the Joy Toy stuff.
Yes, I saw that.
Was
and I was tempted to get one of those Knights. I don't know if I'm going to do
They look so good. Another one, the Imperial Saint, I know we both love that channel. Imperial Saint was doing some with, or was unboxing some of those big old Knight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're looking at the Knight bits. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, sure.
Sharp minis, I could use that to jack a guy that owes me money. Just cut them.
That's right. Spiky bits.
I have tried catching one of my son's Chaos models. They're the guys with the jump packs, Warp Talons, I think they're called. They're like covered in spikes, and my son and I have both cut our fingers trying to catch those minis that fell. They're just so spiky.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like thorns.
But anyways, I'm yammering. You guys let us know what y'all are doing this weekend, hobby-wise, and not just tabletop hobby. You guys are doing some gaming this weekend. Y'all are going for a hike this weekend. What are you guys doing with your own hobbies in life this weekend? And with that, I'm going to have you start off, Brother Rob.
My hobby progress?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Wait, Jimmy. All right. All right. So my hobby progress is my Gray Hunters, which are just about done. I have 3 of the leaders that I'm doing, and I'm doing all 3 leaders for a painting tutorial. So that should be done this week, which is great because then I can start on head takers.
Very nice. Very nice. That reminds me, I still need to throw my head takers in the drink.
Throw the head takers. So I'll show you my hobby progress. It's highly contrasted poppy kind of miniature over here. Love playing around with skin tones, especially faces. And you can't possibly see the face over here.
There we go.
We'll get blurry on you. But yeah, so there it is. I like my miniatures glowing, and that's what I wanted to do with high contrast. So I got him up, and I've started a 10-man group where they have red weapons. So that's what I did there. This guy over here, I actually did some freehand claws.
Bless you.
Pardon me. Did a free hands with the claws on his shoulder pad. But most of the ones I use the Grey Hunter symbols from the old set of decals that they have for the Grey Hunters. I mean, I have it. I've been saving them for years for this occasion. I'm going to show you two at a time of what I've gotten done on this project. Evening, Charles Slater. Pretty cool. So yeah, I used a lot of snow. I'm using a lot of their I would guess their bits. I use most of their bits on there and any bits that I could possibly find with these guys here. So that's 4. And then I painted these guys. And what it's been taking me to do this weekend, especially, I was very focused on getting a lot of this painted and done, edge highlighted, and really worked on the faces. Now, I am going to go over the shoulder pads one more time, decals one more time with AK Interactive's ultra matte varnish. Ultra vat varnish. Let's try that. These are highly decorated officers that have a lot of campaign markings because they've been around the block and they've proven themselves. Plus, they're champions of Fenris, so they've seen a couple of things. You don't get into the squad unless you've done something epic, I would think, to get into the champions of Fenris to begin with. So, yeah, a lot of stuff. And I'm using snow on not just the bases, but on the models themselves. You spend so long getting gradients perfectly, and you mess it all up with some some texture. But that's fine. Most of the model has enough of the contrast pop that will show through that I don't have to worry about the snow. This one has hardly any snow, actually. So I don't know.
You look great, brother.
Yeah, thanks. Going through a lot of different options. All my miniatures are special little flowers. I don't like painting the same thing twice. So everything has their own little flavor to it, whether it's a head swap or an arm changing position, or the decals and where they're placed or anything like that. Snow patterns. Some of them have custom made purity seals. Others are holding axes on their back. In case a wolfen walks up behind them, you like, lost my weapon. Okay, I got you, bro. Here goes the power axe. So yeah, I have those. This one I did a little gradient. It's like a little yeah, there it is. It's a little like frost marking. Think Knight Rider. It's going.
Oh, that's cool.
That's what I'm thinking with these guys. That they just glow. Some of them have numbers on it, especially the ones the red chainsaws. They have numbers on them, 1 through 10. I don't know what kind of narrative I want to create for them, but I mean, they look different, just a squad. There goes a purity seal going through, and a couple more. They'll look pretty cohesive, even though they're all very different. Look at the guns on these, right? Totally different guns, and just changed it up. Like this one has no decorations or honor verifications when it comes to the sword, while this one has the jagged tooth. So there's always something different to find in there. I started chopping up some Zinchian models in order to put on their bases. But yeah, this is good. Once I finish this project, it's going to be a huge project, like really huge. Plenty of infantry, maxed out infantry.
I mean, yeah, you're at what, 40 blood claws so far?
Yeah, that's not maxed out. You can have 60 of those.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like so far, you've got 70 troops down. You've been slaying through these.
Yeah, what is it? The store challenge? You got to paint 100 miniatures. Yeah, I'm going to clear that early in the year. Oh yeah, definitely clear that early. Here's 2 more. They're looking good. I wanted to get that. I tell people when I put these on the tabletop, it's like, oh, good enough to tabletop. And they look at me like, bro, don't even. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, they will work on the tabletop for sure. And that goes back to what Vince Ventrola told me once when I entered one of the competitions. And he said, Well, I wouldn't mind seeing that across the table. And it's like, so you're telling me it's tabletop quality, right? That's a nice way to say it. Uh, so these guys, I really do like the different color hairs. Like this guy's orangey brown hair, and this guy's wispy kind of blonde hair. So I changed up the hairstyles with them. I changed up their ethnicity, which is pretty cool. I did most of them with the headless options simply because I do want to work on the faces, and I think I've come along quite well with the faces. If you look at the faces of the Blood Claws and you look at the faces of the Gray Hunters, you're going to see how I progressed as a painter. And here is the last one I have to show you for my hobby progress. All right, there it is. And I'm going to get 3 more done, 3 liters. I am putting them on a tutorial. So there's that. All right, there's my hobby progress, and I should be done with Gray Hunters for a long, 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 long time.
Oh, gorgeous work, brother, and lots of echoes of appreciation for your work in the chat. Um, let's
Yeah, that's
see.
3 color minimum. That's all. I speed painted all of these.
Freak says gorgeous work. Good evening, Charles. I know Rob said it earlier, but I want to say hi to you as well. And Ashley says they look great too. Also, I think you just read. I don't know if they're tabletop. I'm not sure there's 3 color minimum. If, and that's a big if I get into 40K, Charles says it would be with salamanders.
Nice.
Salamanders are very cool. I've definitely enjoyed painting up some salamanders. Walkabout. Oh, we were talking about the games with your Joy Toy figures, and Walkabout Games is doing conversions and whatnot, so that way he can play Joy Toy scale Heresy.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's going to be the scale. That's going to be the normal scale one day.
The scale creep at its finest.
Right. They're testing the waters to see if that scales works. Paint your Warhammer figurines. Can we even call them statuettes?
One day the airbrush. Yeah, have you seen Imperial Saint painting her giant space marines?
Oh, oh, is that what she's doing? I don't know. I'm kind of looking at Imperial Saint.
She's she's because they're like bigger than her. She's been having to use like the paint guns like you would use on your house, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah. She has the not the siphon fill, it's still gravity fill. This is the same ones they use for cars too, for motorcycles. When you want to do paint jobs, you mix it in that way. Yeah, those are great.
Those look like fun, just like a pressure washer, but for paint.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. And like paint, it is still paint, so it can run and it can bubble, and you can get orange peeling, that sucks.
Oh yeah, which she learned. She was talking about having to strip down and repaint it because there was a learning curve with having to use that massive paint gun.
Oh, yeah.
So she's like, now that she's completely done it and felt like she messed it up, she feels like she finally, towards the end of that, got a feel for it. And so she sanded it back down and whatnot and plans on doing it again.
Nice.
Talking about salamanders armies, Freak says, I just about lost my mind painting an army of salamanders, but they're very cool. Remember, you did some really cool airbrushed flames on those, so you put a lot of detail in them. I can see why you lost your mind a bit. Definitely. Oh, and I think I skipped over Charles' comment where he said he's currently painting 15 millimeter Romans, and I dislike painting 15 millimeter troops. Man, okay, so of course, Space Marines have been moved up to 32, but even when they were the firstborn at just the 28 scale, that was small enough for me. I couldn't imagine going down to, 15 millimeter or the Imperialis 8 millimeter. I couldn't do it. It's just too small for me. I just don't have the details for it.
Also, what she said. Hey, brother, could you switch the screen to both of us?
Oh, right.
It's on me and my gray hair.
I just got used to staring at your visage.
Sanctuary.
I've seen her work. It's crazy to build full-size Marine ancestors. Yes, and she's also working on a Horus Lupercal.
Yes.
Also,
Yes. I don't know how she's gonna do it. She had that cherry picker to try to put like the two pieces together.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of glue she's using.
That is a good. What would like? I know she for like the regular size stuff. She's shown her process of using like a special contact cement for industrial parts and welding the edges together and then filling and sanding where she's welded. Um, but like as far as the something that's like huge and load bearing like the torso over the legs, I don't know if just industrial contact cement's going to cut it. Like
no, melting the pieces together possibly. I know it was not easy using this. And what I used was in the inside I drilled a hole, and inside that hole I put a PVC pipe, and then I used PVC glue to glue the pipe on the inside to all these pieces.
that's pretty cool.
I don't know if she's using something like that.
Possibly. I know like there's special contact cement types that they use for like putting letters and stuff like that, like on the side of buildings, and so I imagine, for it to be kind of, that kind of thing, for it to be, load bearing.
Yeah. Or what Freak said, using mortar.
That would be crazy.
Concrete.
Yeah. The only thing is that they're actually, well, most of the pieces are crazy light though. Like she's got that huge bolter that's bigger than her. And she's like over there like picking it up with one hand. And I'm like, it blows my mind because it looks bigger than her,
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Like my sword is heavy as all get out. It is tough. It's definitely a two-hander. Either that or I'm weak. I don't know.
Walkabout says your gray hunters look great.
Hey, thank you.
Biggest problem is my hands at 71. They don't work very well. I don't know what you mean, my man. The fact that you can even do 15 millimeter means your hands probably work better than mine. Like I honestly don't feel like I could do the detail of 15 millimeter.
No. 71. Bless you, man. Yeah.
Whoa there, Rob. I'd say average.
Well, I mean, just wait a second while I whip this out.
I'm playing
Saddles reference.
Oh, is that the Joy Toy scale, 1/18th scale that you're doing, the Worldwide Heresy Campaign Walkabout, put on by Templar Crusade?
That's awesome. It's also very expensive, I can imagine.
That is a heck of an expensive campaign.
It's basically a Knight Titan army. It's all that is.
All right. We do have details. What's that? I imagine at 15 millimeter, you're not painting a ton of detail. We do have a few articles, but I do have, we have some hobby picks of the week.
Nice.
I have a Russian nesting doll of YouTube channels that I'm going to be showing you guys. And then I have a Facebook content creator that I'm going to be showing you guys. This week, first, I want to give a big shout out to our friend of the channel, one that you can always find in the Friends of Wolfbrother Hobbies in the description, or in the in the description below, in our link tree, and that is the Misadventures of Mr. Fish, and he is going to be part of the Russian nesting doll here. Okay, so um, our first channel this week is not Mr. Fish directly. We're going to go down.
MiniWargamer.
MiniWargamer Dave. And of course,
Intense.
this
Awesome.
guy needs no introduction from me. Uh, this guy is so massive. This is his second channel, his secondary channel, and he has almost 60 grand subscribers. He's on his way to a play button on his second channel. He
Yeah.
is definitely a massive member. You know, he's one of the original huge hobby people that really made bat reps a big thing, him and Matt. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but the reason I wanted to show him is because he does something every year, and our friend, the Misadventures of Mr. Fish, got to be part of it. And I'm going to make sure the sound is off good. So there's a few YouTube personalities here, plus Kyle from oh my gosh, why am I blanking? You know what? I bet you'll tell me in this description. Gear Guts Mech Shop. Jesus
There it
Christ.
is.
I have so much of their product, and I just, for some reason, the name just left my brain. Gear Guts Mech Shop, the owner of Gear Guts Mech Shop, is named Kyle. And every, I think the last couple years, he's gone on and done a huge army versus army of all of Dave's chaos versus all of his orcs. And it's just been a massive, massive apocalypse game that usually spans an entire weekend. And again, I'm not trying to steal their content, but I just want to show you a couple of the personalities involved here. Of course, there is Dave himself. There's Mr. Fish, our friend Mr. Fish. You can check out him out on the Adventures of Mr. Fish. There he is. That's our
Yeah.
lovable Misadventures of Mr. Fish there.
He does a great orc impression.
He does. And he does. This is episode 2, by the way. You can go further back on Mini Wargaming or Mini Wargamer Dave's channels and find episode 1 as well. But yeah, Mr. Fish stays in character the entire time and just is just orcs throughout the whole thing. Others, hobby personalities. There's, whoops, Tanya the War Mistress. Come on, dude. I got the loading circle of doom.
She has a very large Imperial arm. I mean, the Imperial Guard army.
Yes.
Yeah. But she didn't play the Imperial Guards this time, as you see her with the
Nope, she's
the
part.
blah.
Yeah, she's on Kyle's team. So
Yeah.
yeah, so you've got the War Mistress, you've got Mr. Fish, and you've got Kyle from Gear Guts Mech Shop.
That's so
And
cool.
yeah, so that's why I was like, this is kind of a Russian nesting doll of channels here. And it's so cool to always to see, you know, like this the hobby bringing people together and having a good time, right? And
Yeah.
especially something this big. I mean, could you just imagine a whole weekend of eat, sleep, wake up, continue the same game from the day before? You
I
know,
mean,
just hours and hours of play.
I have my gaming table in my gaming room. I do that. That's the only way to play, man. Because if you're
Fair, fair.
tired after hours of playing, you could just say, you know what, let's leave it here. Watch a movie, do something else, come back to it tomorrow.
So I mean, this is pretty epic. I definitely think it deserves a shout out. And again, as a friend of Mr. Fish, you know, not only do I want everybody to go check it out, to show some Mini Wargaming some support, but again, I mean, they're they're play button people. They don't need my support, but I would love y'all to show up support for Mr. Fish because he
A
is
little bit.
orcs.
Yeah.
All right, pop back over real
And
quick.
we have all new Acts 1 secrets you might have missed in Baldur's Gate.
This is true. This is true.
ASMR hand sounds to finger fluttering, no talking. You know, I like the sound of finger fluttering. I do it myself.
It does, especially into the microphone. There's something about it that definitely helps me go to sleep. CRS, yes. CRS is a very serious medical condition. And yeah, I appreciate you acknowledging my disability there.
That's so cool. I like the sound.
Army Painter Quick Shade.
Wait,
What's
CRS? I'm sorry.
Oh, can't remember shit.
Oh. That's about right.
Yeah. It's a very serious, almost debilitating medical condition. At 55, I use special handles just so I don't drop stuff. Man, I feel that. 1 to 18 scale, I figure to max of 5 in a game. Okay, yeah, you're right, Rob. That is basically like an Imperial Knight Army, five-person squad.
Yeah.
Hey, play that ASMR stuff. I don't want to steal their content, brother, but I do enjoy it.
Yeah, I can give you an ASMR.
ASMR haircuts is one of my favorite things. And the crazy thing is now that I've been shaving my head for about 3 years, I really enjoy the ASMR haircuts even more now because I find that I miss the feeling of getting a haircut and the sound of the scissors in my ear.
Really?
Yeah.
No. I have a wife and a daughter. I hear all the hair stuff.
I mean, it's something about like when you're getting the haircut, having the clippers like right, or the clippers or the scissors like right in your ear, getting that crisp, metal on metal slice, like, it's just, sounds real nice.
Yeah. I hear Manscaped is actually having a sale.
Manscaped. Today's show is brought to you by Dazrock. Oi there.
Hey. I'm stuck on this MiniWargamer Dave page.
Oh yeah, I haven't switched over. I was catching up on the chat.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
We're going to replace screen share. And we're going over to.
This is a nice picture. I like raw. The one to the left there looks just a little constipated. More fiber, buddy. More fiber in your body. Oh, Adrian Garcia Fernandez. That's right. I love his blade.
Yes.
Oh my God. Isn't that new? I just saw it.
Well, we don't want to get copyright.
Just look at it. But, I mean, he does. This dude stippling is next friggin' level, man.
This guy is so legit.
That is so good. I love how each scale reflects from the purple to the reds.
Yeah, definitely can tell there's some underlighting going on, like I don't know, lava or something coming up from between the cracks.
Yeah.
This is so cool. And I think they've done a perfect job capturing Wesley Snipes' face.
Heck yeah. They did an awesome job. I love that. I want that head.
Yeah. Whenever I do Blood Angels, I want to put a blade in my army too.
Heck yeah.
All right. And then the other one I wanted to show you guys from this channel or this creator here on Facebook. Again, you can find him on Facebook. Say it again for me. You got the perfect inflection.
Oh, Adrian Garcia Fernandez.
So amazing. His link is also in the description below, just like the link to that MiniWargamer Dave game. So you guys can find them and follow them if you like.
No, Alexander.
Again. But yeah, this one is a badass Iron Brother Tyson.
I
And
love it.
I've I've always like, what do I want to do with power fists to make them, because I love my glowy weapon effects, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, on my older Space Wolves, the blue and black ones, I made, I did like glow effects on like the fingers and whatnot to
Mhm.
replicate energy. This is so badass,
Oh,
where it's
yeah,
just
the
like the molten coming out in the cracks from the armor. That is
yeah,
so cool.
that is definitely an awesome one.
And of
Yeah.
course, the poses is just like perfect for that kind of boxing vibe.
See, this is you don't have to have perfectly smooth non-metallic metal blends to sell the effect. Because if you zoom in on it, you can see the brush strokes, but you know what? In the end, it doesn't matter. The effect is so darn cool that you don't have to paint everything to that level. You can paint it to this level and it's still amazing.
Oh yeah, and I gotta say, like, they really sell how vibrant the glow feels on the on the OSL effects too. Like it doesn't
They
just
studied
look
their
like,
lighting.
yeah, yeah,
They
it's
studied their lighting effects. He
for sure,
mastered lighting effects. Absolutely.
absolutely. And I think that also is like really well shown from, like you said, in the blade one, the way the light catches on each individual scale on the cloak of the back for blade.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. He really does understand light very well.
Oh my gosh, he mastered light. Yeah. Light placement is so amazing.
It's
And I
another.
love
Go ahead.
I love the speckles coming up from the bottom, so it looks like flames are actually touching the metal and heating it and warming it to the point that it's glowing.
Yeah,
It looks so oof.
for sure.
Yeah.
Also, Freak brings in a good point too, that the pink and purple of the Tyrannid as terrain really gives the black armor something to pop off of.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love the variation of colors within those pinks and the purples, and the little brush strokes to create the carapace is really nice, but he also does, like, scales on the back of the head. I believe that's freehand.
Oh wow.
And yeah, yeah, that's what it looks like. But if you compare that, now if you take a really good look at it, um, you see the scales, and then he has the talent and ability to push it to the next level. But right behind that, you got to see the ribs, and he really didn't finish them. Because if you look under the cape, it doesn't seem like it seems like, especially the last two legs there, that he really didn't go
No,
that hard with that. And you don't need to. You don't need to because the focal is the face, the focal is the heat, the focal is that. So you don't actually have to. And I've heard other artists told me this. You don't actually have to paint the whole miniature to sell the effect. I think Ninjon said something like that too. And I didn't really believe it. I'm like, yeah, right. I do 100% throughout the entire miniature.
oh
The
yeah.
end.
I
It's
think
like
I've
you
seen
don't have
that
to.
ninja, that same Ninja clip where
Yeah.
he mentions, like, if you put 100% of detail into the entire model, you don't you're less effectively drawing the attention to the areas you want to be
Exactly.
highlighted. Which,
Exactly, and I think that's my biggest problem because I do the entire miniature, that it all pops, and I'm not really diverting attention to the head. So, I guess I can do less to get more of an effect. So, I'm still learning.
man, I don't know who I'm going to put this boxer in. I wonder if those gauntlets, because I know I think he was saying this was the Anvil Warden set from Great
Mm.
Tide Studios. I wonder if those gauntlets are from that too. I would love to put that kind of boxing pose in one of my armies. I don't know who.
Heck
I don't know
yeah.
what army I want to do this with. With the
Yeah,
fire
man.
effect though, I want to do fire effects like this on my Iron Warrior. So I might add a boxer to my Iron Warriors, but
Heck yeah.
that's so cool. Well, those are my two hobby picks of the week.
Nice. I know I sent you a gaggle of them, but I forgot which ones I've sent you.
Oh, you did. Hold on, let me pull up. I'm sure I can find this real quick. First, I'll put it on uh, our faces. Bloop.
Oh, you caught me again. Just acting normal. Oh my gosh.
Do, do,
Talk about
do.
games. I know that face is definitely jarring, I guess. Still want to do ASMR finger stuff. Flattering.
That
It's going to be one of them channels. Okay, I'm done. I love that. To me, is the fan, a dryer, and the wind blowing outside. That does it for me. It knocks me out. I'm like sleepy. I'm like,
it's fair.
yeah. I remember white noise because I was living in an era when the TV at night shut off. They stopped projecting. It just went. Once you heard the national anthem start playing, it was going to go into standby and then just static. Any of you older people out there will remember that. What was that? It was not me at all.
Check out.
This guy, Bjorn's Berserkers. I love this
Yes.
dude.
This
I
guy
love this dude.
always has some of the coolest and craziest space wolves.
Yeah.
And
Everything glows. Everything pops. Everything's to the nines.
and he like really does a great job finding the middle ground between showing off these beautiful blends. Like if you look at the smooth gradients on the white shoulder pad,
Oh yeah. That is
but
not easy.
also
Yeah.
mixing it in with all kinds of the grim dark style dirtiness and chipping, and
Mhm.
like he does find that middle line very well.
Well, look at that skull of I believe is a canis on his knee. And that looks like freehand. That definitely looks like freehand.
Is it?
It's so insane. I've never seen that decal slide before. Yeah, I don't know.
I can't tell. I
Shoulders are definitely freehanded as well, except for the maw. He did.
right.
That's definitely yeah. And the tattoo on the back of his rebreather kind of helmet. Look at the blood on his sword, though. Can we look at the blood on the side?
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at the way it's dripping and it's dirty and it's nasty because he's been fighting a war. I mean, that's grim dark right there.
That's so
That
grim
is,
dark.
yeah.
Like the I mean, lots of you can see lots of the like little chipping. You can see the underneath the ice. There's like mud kicked up all over the
Oh,
boots.
yeah, it's
That
gorgeous.
dirtiness,
Right.
around the vents and stuff like that. So it has like a lot of the grim dark dirtiness
Now,
and vibe, but at the same time, it's so well highlighted and like
now look,
some people say that
look.
you use the grim dark to hide our sins, right? But like
Yeah.
this is definitely a counter to that way of thinking. This is somebody who definitely provides um it as an accent to just highlight how amazing of a job he's done with
And you
everything.
see how he really brings the attention, the focal point to the face. But if you go to the prior picture on the side, you're going to see that he left a big gap by the hip where the belt is and the leg. See that gap? Right to the right, to the right. There.
Huh,
That line. No. Keep going to right there. That line straight down. No, straight up and down.
like here?
Yeah, you see that? That's the
Oh yeah.
connection
Oh,
point.
okay.
Yeah, so he left that. So it's not there. And then if you look at the backpack in the side where the two buttons are,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it doesn't look like it's really finished or detailed. It looks like dry brushed. So what I'm saying, there's that thing that everything doesn't have to be to the nines to have an absolutely gorgeous model. And again, something that I'm working on, because I like to do things to the nine. But the thing is that it takes too long, especially when I have as many miniatures to paint as I do. So I'm really fascinated with artists that just focus on what is important, and then everything else doesn't really need to be important in order to have a pretty good looking model. And that looks phenomenal.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Also, like, how does he get such perfectly spaced stripes?
Now, if you look closely, there there are lines, recessed lines there. If you I guess get on to the second picture, that one there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Ah,
these are either those look like raised lines. So I think they're not. I think that's a shoulder pad, either conversion or a bit that he picked out and he just painted them up because they're raised.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's why they're perfect. They are perfect. So yeah, it's so hard to get the straight lines on those things. I use a pen first, and then I use the paintbrush to do the rest of them.
Walkabout, thank you for joining us. Have a great weekend, brother.
You-
Gamesburger, good to
Hey
see
there,
you, my
Games Burger.
friend. Oh, and Prepper Book Club, welcome. Good evening. And go back to our faces. I think I saw another one that you had sent us.
Yeah,
Bjorn's Berserkers, another
love that dude.
amazing Facebook page. Charles says, all my figures know I do the best I can. Yes, my orcs get extra effort, but my terrain in my battles helps the figures look good enough for my table. Brother, we love celebrating all levels of the hobby. It's all about if it's good enough to make you happy, brother.
Yeah, everybody's on their own journey and their own path. My first miniature, I threw into a fire. I did. I was like, nah, the world needs not to see this. Cleanse it with fire. But yeah, it's been a long-standing thing that every miniature I paint, I'm like, good enough for tabletop.
There's that reminds me of with talking about doing it until you're happy with it. Something I see in a lot of videos, and I something I hear said all the time is that this is how you get it good enough to play with, and then if you're still not happy, you can always come back and add more.
Mhm.
And I want to know, once you get to that point where you're ready to seal it and play, does anyone here actually come back to it, even if they meant to, even if the intention was there? Does anybody here actually come back to it after that point?
So here's the question. If you have more than 3 armies, there ain't no way you're gonna come back to that. Like you would have to be next level in order to do that, to come back to it and repaint it. If you have just 1 army and that's all you have to worry about, and then there hasn't been a release in like 6 months, and you have your 1 army, and you're like got the itch to paint something, yeah, battle damage comes to play, or I'll finish this banner or something like that. So that's how it usually works. But if you have 3+ armies, I certainly don't repaint anything. Spaceships don't have rear view mirrors. Let's just
It's
go.
fair. It's fair. I went back and worked on some of my Death Watch. That's cool. That's cool. I have always, well, not always. I am usually of the mindset like I need to go ahead and finish this now, because if I intend to come back to it later, but I
Mhm.
get it to a good enough in my mindset to seal and play with, it's going to move over to that finished the out box forever. Um, the only time I've ever updated something is like with there's been a couple of times where like, okay, well, this is me after like, I don't know, 5 years of painting with like
Mhm.
with my Space Wolves as an example. And my very first Space Wolves were just black and silver.
Mm.
And then, after a while, I introduced over the course of years a tertiary color of black, blue, and silver, right? And so eventually I added, I went back and painted, some to bring it up to my current color set slash skill level. But that was just a couple of miniatures, but that was like a project in itself, right? That wasn't like this model I didn't finish before. I'm going to finish it.
Right.
It was like, okay, just want to make these look the same.
Brother,
Sometimes I'm at.
I
I'm
need to
sorry.
use the restroom. I'll be right back.
All right, brother. Sometimes I might add more decoration, holsters, grenades, etc. That's cool. That's one of those things that I've intended to do before. Like, oh, these guys are like sleek and bare, and most of the time, sleek and bare is kind of my aesthetic. I like that sleek look. Um, but every once in a while, I'll be like, oh, well, for WYSIWYGness, I really should put a holstered pistol on him here or whatever, and I'll intend to. But that's the kind of thing that like I've meant to do and then never come back around to it before or again. But I totally feel that. It doesn't work for myself, but I totally feel that. They were my first painting, so I just went back and hit the highlights that I missed. Okay, so kind of similar when I went back and updated my wolves before to like, these are what my wolves are now. Yeah, those first miniatures sometimes need an update. The only ones I haven't really touched, aside from, just like I added a power weapon, power effect to my sword once upon a time, was my very first squad. I keep those sitting on top of my cabinet display of my miniatures just because a reminder, just for whatever else, what other work goes onto my completed shelf. These are the first 5 that started it all, and they are in the bare bones black and silver.
Here's my oldest painted miniature that I've kept. He's on every show in the background. There's this little gnarly dude.
That's cool.
Yep. And then I have Timmy the Tau that started off my Tau army. Someone left him in the store, so I paint him up as a test model because somebody gave him to me. So you can take him. I'm like, oh, it's not mine. You take him. I'm like,
okay. Charles says, I've got 6 old Ral Partha swordsmen, bought last century, repainted twice or thrice. Very cool. I've got some rescue models that are going to be repainted up soon, including this Leviathan that's going to be repurposed for an Iron Warriors. This was an eBay rescue.
Trash to treasure.
That's right. It's funny. I love Leviathans. Like, I have Leviathans for armies I don't even play yet. Like, I've got a Blood Angels. I've already painted up my Blood Angels Dreadnought. I have a Smash Captain and a Leviathan Dreadnought. And that's it. I have nothing else painted for that army. I just like painting Leviathans.
I mean, you should. You should take one of those Leviathans and paint it as best as you can and enter one of these competitions. See what happens. Just to be part of the show. Like, people ooh and ah your stuff in the cabinet. And these are all nice, either nice or intermediate painters, and they're gonna really love it. And when you see the miniatures painted up close, it's different than when you see it on pictures. By the way, I did want to say another hobby progress, and this goes for my daughter. She painted a space wolf.
Ooh.
And it's on my background right there.
That is so cool.
And it says, I'm a space wolf. There it is. That is
so cool.
Legendary words.
That is so cool. I have bought my first box was Death Watch Veterans, and it escalated from there. Nice. My very first one was Blood Claws. I have bought a lot of secondhand minis, so a lot of stripping and repainting. Oh yeah, a lot of my heresy stuff at the moment is going that route. Other hobby stuff I forgot to mention earlier. I think I mentioned before, one of the hobby things I got for Christmas is my wife and daughter bought me a couple of Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy Commander decks because I'm a huge fan of both Final Fantasy and I enjoy Magic the Gathering. Mm-hmm. And so one of them was for Final Fantasy 14, And
Ooh.
the deck features this character, Y'shtola, a black and white mage. And so I got Y'shtola sleeves for my Y'shtola deck. And the other one was for Final Fantasy VII. So two of my favorite Final Fantasies of all time. The other favorites being 16 and Final Fantasy Tactics.
Mm,
But for my Final Fantasy VII, I got a Cloud Strife set of sleeves for the 7 deck.
that's right.
So,
Cloudbreaker with those 2 slots for materia.
yes. So that's a little bit of hobby update for me there.
I was going to 3D print that sword, but then I realized I wouldn't be able to carry it. That's a big boy.
Unless you use whatever lightweight technique Imperial Saint is doing, where she's got parts that are bigger than her that seem lightweight.
I don't know. It seems like carbon fiber is what she's using because this filament is heavy.
Possibly.
Yeah.
All right, we do have some news.
Imperium Saint is THICC. All right, anyway.
With 2 C's, maybe 3.
Right. All right. Oh, and if you're watching this, leave a comment down below. Imperial Saint, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
That would be so amazing.
That would be amazing.
All right. For tonight's thumbnail, I have Rob's head on the body of Huron Blackheart.
I knew it. I knew it. So that's why I put the Master of the Maelstrom when I saw it.
Replace
Beyond's Berserkers. Let me tell you, that is amazing. That's a great, great community.
So last week we looked at the new miniatures for Huron Blackheart, but we got the rules recently, yesterday, for his squad, and they seem to be pretty decent. We're going to take a look through them, but now that you've seen the astonishingly cool miniatures of Huron Blackheart and the Masters of the Maelstrom, who are making a serious play for Miniature of the Year already, you'll probably want to know if they have murderous talent to back up their good looks. Let's not beat around the bush. Yes, of course they do. Just look at them. We've even got our hands on their deed sheets, and there's a lot to love about our Renegade Reavers. Huron Blackheart is an exceptional warrior with centuries of experience battling the multitudinous terrors. Oh, that was a mouthful. That called the Maelstrom home, including many of his own warriors. And he doesn't disappoint with a close combat profile that'll split Terminators in half with little effort. The compact heavy flamer mounted in his Tyrant's Claw also has the pistol ability, so he can preface his impressive fight phase with a surprise blast to the face in true piratical fashion. More than that, he's a peerless leader who excels when taking control of enemy objectives, boosting the objective control characteristic of nearby infantry and boasting an impressive spread of units he can join. Unusually for a character wearing power armor, he can join Chaos Terminator squads, teleporting into combat with them and hunting for booty on the opponent's back line, if you know what I mean. So let's take a look at his profile. He's got movement 6, toughness 5, a save of 3+ with invul 4+. Much like any captain, he's got 5 wounds, 6 leadership, and 1 objective control.
Yep. So yeah, Tyrant's Claw, heavy flamer, which is a range of 12. He has D6 +2 attacks, nasty, especially if you're auto hitting. Strength of 6, pretty high. AP -1, okay. I would like to see 2, but okay. And damage 1 profile. Damage 1 profile. Melee. His Tyrannic Tyrant's Claw and Exalted Power Weapon. Melee range with 6 attacks. Weapon skill is 2 up, which is great. Strength of 8, AP -3. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Oh yeah,
Damage 3. Yes. That's what makes it brutal right there. You do not want to get into melee range with this dude.
that is brutal indeed.
Yeah, he is. He is. He can deep strike like all other Terminators. He has a feel no pain of 5 up, which has the invuln save and 5 up feel no pain. The guy is hard to kill. The Lord of Badab is aura, while friendly heretic Astartes infantry units, excluding battle shocked units and damaged units, is within 6 inches of this model. Add 1 to the objective control characteristics of the model in that unit. I mean, having 1 objective control, okay, that's okay. It's fine.
Actually, I think is even better than it looks because I'm pretty sure this overrides morale checks. So if they fail morale, I think his ability kicks in and still gives them OC1. So even if you miss your morale phase, you still get to
Wow.
hold an objective.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's awesome. Yes. Hamdryas. Is it Hamdryas? Hamadryas?
Sure.
Hamadryas knowledge, psychic, once per battle round. When the enemy units ends their normal advanced and fallback move within 9 inches of the model's unit. If the model unit is not within engagement range of 1 or more enemy units, it can make a normal move up to D3+3. So talking about being mobile and being exactly where it is that you need to be.
Oh, heck yeah.
Mhm.
And I mean, it's a normal move. It doesn't have to necessarily be closer or further away. You can go where you need to go. You want to get closer to combat, boom. You want to move out of the way so you can countercharge next turn, or you want to get out of line of sight. That's
Nice.
pretty cool.
Yep.
Gamesburger says the whole Battle War is really great. One of the best 40K events out there. I need to learn more about it. Do you have anything in specific you would recommend that I listen to, watch, or read to become more familiar with it? Huron's a pushover, not a pushover for sure. And anyone get the 500 Worlds book yet? I have not. I probably won't be grabbing it unless my local club does a narrative event for it or something, or a campaign for it. If I can play it, I'll probably get it, but I'm not going to grab it in advance.
I know somebody with it that's at the game store that is inviting me and someone else to come in to look it over and see if we're interested in playing it. So,
Ooh,
yeah,
that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Paint Minis Live says, remember to hit the like button, friends. Good evening, my brother. Welcome to the chat.
You're ox grabbing and everything else.
Arbiter Ian does a great job on the Battle War and the individual Space Marine chapters involved in it. Okay, I'll make sure to check it out. I've enjoyed some Arbiter Ian's lore drops before, so that'll be cool to check out. In case you've wondered whether the critter on his base was what, in case you wondered what the critter on his base was, that's the Hamadryas. None of Huron's servants is certain what the war platoon creature is, but it's happy to lend its prophetic powers to keep him one step ahead of nearby foes with the Hamadryas knowledge ability. Okay, that's why he gets the extra movement. He gets a little spidey sense going on.
Yeah, it looks horrific. That thing is officially the chupacabra. It's definitely the chupacabra.
The smallest chupacabra.
Yes, that's right.
But when he gets full size, you watch out.
Yeah, that's right. He grows old enough. He's gonna start killing everything.
The Masters of the Maelstrom made a big splash when their incredible miniatures were revealed at the New Year preview, and they're equally awesome on the tabletop with plenty of useful abilities. Kato Garrix and Garlon Soul Eater both bring dangerous character hunting weapons to the field, with Garrix's wonderfully named Axe of Ending being one of the most efficient ways of killing enemy heroes we've ever seen. It's got anti character 2 plus and precision, 6 attacks. Might as well write off your commander now.
Yeah, this is definitely a commander sniper. One thing I do need to say about this data sheet is why couldn't it be two data sheets for two people? I think it's a little odd.
It's
But
it's
that's the unit.
yeah, it's 4 people. It's the whole unit.
Yeah, I wish they all had their own. That would have been cool. It could just
Yeah,
be characters. That would have been awesome. But that's interesting.
it's it's
So
basically so that it's kind of like they've done with like Gaunt's Ghosts and stuff like that. It forces you to take them as a unit.
yeah, and I can see that. I can see that. All right, so we have Masters of the Maelstrom. At the start of the uh declare battle formation step, this unit can join one of the following units. This unit can count as part of the unit for the rest of the battle, and the unit's starting strength is increased accordingly. So you can be included with Chosen, Legionaries, Red Corsair Raiders. Unit cannot join an attached unit. Only Huron Blackheart can join a unit that this unit has joined. So if this unit has joined any of the ones above, then Huron Blackheart can join that unit. The composition of the unit is Garyon, the Corpse Grinder, Garlon, the Soul Eater, Kaltar, the Garrix, Captain Saragota, and the Enforcer, which are all epic heroes. Garyon, the Corpse Master, is equipped with the Absolver Bolt reducer array. Garland Soul Eater is equipped with the Mind Wrench Force Stave. Qatar Garrix is equipped with Bolt Pistol and Axe of Ending, while Captain Saragota is equipped with Last Pistol, Power Saber, and one of the coolest models I think I've ever seen. The Enforcer is equipped with the Londaxi Maimer Bionic Gauntlet. I feel like I need a prize after pronouncing that one. So we have a 6-inch move for Garland Soul Leader, Garyon the Corpse Master, and Qatar Garrix. I guess I got them first. 6-inch movement with a toughness of 4. Not great. The save of 3 up, it's okay. Wounds of 4, okay. Leadership 6 and ocean control, objective control +1. And then the Captain Saragota, the Enforcer, has movement of 6, toughness 3. That's Tal territory. Save of 4 up. Wounds of 3 and 6 up. But these guys I don't think they're really combat specialists. I think they're not there for the damage as much. We do have some of the gun stuff, the profiles. The Absolver Pistol, which can be shot in melee range. Has 1 attack with a 3-up ballistic skill, a 5-up strength, -1 AP with 2 damage. I do like that there is 2 damage there for that pistol. There are not too many bolt pistols that have 2 damage, are there? Maybe guns, but not pistols. Bolt pistol, the regular pistol, is 12 inches, 1 attack, 3-up, 4-up, and -1 AP, 1 damage. The last pistol, which will always be overcharged, because why not? Attack 1, 3-up ballistic skills, 4-up save. So it's 3-up, 4-up with a -1 AP and 1 damage. The Mind Wrench, the Precision Psychic, 12-inch, 1 attack, 2 ups, 6 strength. We have -2 AP, woohoo, and D6 +1 damage. That is a lot of damage for 1 roll. Either you make it or you don't. Yeah, those are always fun. You have the melee weapons, the Axe of Ending. It's anti-character 2 with precision. Nice. Kind of wished it was a ranged weapon. That would have made it even worse. Sniped him. But the Axe of Ending, okay. It's 6 attack with a 2-up 6 up strength with -2 AP and 2 damage each one going through, which is formidable. I like it. The Bionic Gauntlet has 1 attack with 2 up, 2 up, 6 up with -2 Ren and 2 damage. So the same profile as the Axe of Ending without anti-character 2 or precision. So the Bionic Gauntlet is going there, and you're only getting 1 attack with them. 4 Stave Psychic, melee weapon with the attack, 4 attacks, 2 up weapon skills, 6 strength, -2 Ren and 2 damage. So a lot of 2 damage stuff here, which I love. That's amazing. But a lot of high risk, high reward. There's a lot of 1 rolls with either you make it or you don't. You have the Power Saber, which is 4 attacks, 3 ups to hit, 4 strength, -2 AP, and a damage of 1. So if you get through, I think they're giving you -1 attack because the strength is so low there. Same over here. We have 6 attacks with the reducer array, and that's 3 up, 4 up strength, and a 4 strength, and a -2 AP with 1 damage as well. So they do have some options, and there are some of the ones that I really, really like. I really like that Axe of Ending, 6 attacks and -2 AP with 2 damage. That's great. As well as the Bionic Gauntlet and the Force Stave, of course. Those are all really, really great profiles because they have strengths of 6. The other 2 are strength of 4, so probably not needing the invuln save on those. I don't know. So we have here the core abilities. There are none. The faction, dark packs. They are choice samples. While this unit's Garyon Corpse Grinder is on the battlefield, and in your command phase, you select one of the following. You can return 1 destroyed model, excluding character models. So even a 2 up or even stronger units. I can believe that this can definitely help out. I think you can use that with Terminators because they're not character models, which is great. You want tanky stuff on there. You want to revive tanky stuff. To this unit, if 1 more Heretic Astarte infantry units from your army are below starting strength within 3 inches of this unit, you gain 1 CP, which is something. It's nice. I mean, if you're dying and on the back foot, having another command point definitely helps. I wouldn't go for this tactic, but if it happens, know that you have a backup plan. We have, we have the fleet command. After both players have deployed their armies, if the unit is on the battlefield or any transport, it is embarked within the battlefield. Select up to 3 Heretics Astartes from the units from your army and redeploy them. A little uppy downy going on. When doing so, you can set those unit and strategic reserves, so you can deep strike them, regardless of how many units are already in strategic reserve. So there are no limits here. I love this. It's getting your units to the objectives that they need in a hurry. It's what they're doing. You have plunder once per battle. After this unit ends a normal move, you can select 1 visible enemy unit within 12 inches of it and roll 1d6 on a 2 up, which is easy to get. That enemy unit suffers D3 plus 1 mortal wounds. I love mortal wounds. You can't roll against them. They're just going to smack you in the face. So I love plunder. I love the Axe of Ending, Bionic Gauntlet, and Force Stave. And I love the uppy downy with the fleet command. I think that's great, especially for heavy hitters. Anything that you can throw at the enemy and redeploy wherever you can, or put in additional units in reserve. It's great to avoid that first turn kind of like, I'm going to wipe your whole army off the table kind of thing and reposition yourself. So I really do like these guys.
Yeah, they're pretty great. And when you really think about it too, they're not like you mentioned earlier, I think you hit the nail on the head. Like, these guys aren't there for the damage themselves. These guys are accents, right? And so when you think about it, these guys go with either your chosen, your legionaries, or your new Red Corsair Raiders, which I think the Red Corsair Raiders are going to be pretty good in combat.
Oh, yeah.
But they're going to go with those squads. And then on top of that, you can put these guys and Huron Blackheart. So like basically 2 HQ units with those squads. So you're really making a little, I don't know, Death Star here or Entourage Squad, right?
Oh yeah.
But then you're going to get 3 models that have 4 wounds apiece. Then you're going to get 2 more models that have 3 wounds apiece. And so whatever you're building, whether it's the Legionnaires or the Raiders or the Chosen, you're adding on 18 more wounds that they have to chew through to take this squad off the field. And so if you move Blackheart and his entourage into the field with these 18 extra wounds, and let's say you've got 10 Legionaries, right? They have 2 wounds apiece. So you got 20 wounds plus 18 from these guys. That they're going to hold that center objective for a long time. And on top of that, especially if you put Blackheart with them, and now you've got a massive, melee threat. You've got this huge bodyguard of 28 wounds to deliver him wherever he needs to go. I think it's going to be a pretty good Force multiplier. These other things are really good. Like you said, the plunder, getting in some extra mortal wounds is always nice. The fleet command repositioning, especially if you see that someone may have, especially since you were deploying and it's like, I put down, you put down, I put down, you put down. If you see that they've set up very strong on one side of the board, you can just reposition to the other side for a better objective or rearrange your firepower to go right where it needs to go. I think that's going to be really good too. Or if you see, hey, they've deployed and they left a spot on their back line, I'm going to put some, a unit in reserve. That'll be cool too.
That's right. 9 inches.
Yep. I wish. I mean, wait, what? That's not to say the other 3 don't pitch in too. They have their own tricks and not to be ignored. Lifetime of as a rogue apothecary. We checked out those abilities, the plunder abilities. You can get these new data sheets with the Red Corsairs themed attachment in an update to Chaos Space Marines faction pack coming soon, which you'll be able to find on the Warhammer community downloads page. Hey, free rules. That's all that I like that they've been doing that lately.
Oh, I definitely love that. Say free twice.
This next thing is something I am looking forward to. You guys know that sometime later this year, I'm going to be doing a little work with Iron Warriors. But first, I'm nosy. I want to see what my brother's snacking on. I think I hear a snacko. Did I hear a snacko? I did hear a snacko.
Oh, I just opened up a bag of cashews.
I'm like a dog. Can you hear the wrapper of a snack?
Where's the cheese sack? Where's the cheese tax? Yeah, I didn't have any cheese, but I did have some cashew nuts.
Cashews are delicious. Cashews are my favorite nuts.
Yeah.
All right. Next we have the Warsmith. A powerhouse Warsmith leads a new campaign for the Iron Warriors. You wait a whole year, and then 2 Chaos invasions come at once. The Red Corsairs have barely begun their great excursion from the Maelstrom, and already traitors' forces have begun to move elsewhere. The Imperial Man is a monolithic fortress that must be brought down from all sides, and when it comes to siegecraft of the highest order, there's only one legion with the chops to see it done. Enter the Iron Warriors and Warsmith Kavek Morn. This is such a beefy and cool looking miniature, guys. I am hyped for this.
He's a thick boy.
He a thick boy. And if I change out the hammer for the head of a special 30K hammer called like a gravitonic something or other, I think I kind of want to use this as my Warsmith in 30K. Now, I know lots of people are down on using 40K models in 30K. But this is so cool looking, and I really don't feel like ordering the Forge World one, and so I kind of want to do it.
Do it.
Did I turn off my chat? Did I turn off? I think I turned off the chat. Oh, there we go. But yeah, there we go. Okay, that is a cool looking miniature, and I think I'm definitely going to be adding that. And who knows if 30K falls through? I'll have it'll be easy to move some of this over and make it 40K anyways. Let's be honest, Perturabo doesn't really respect any of his commanders, but a precious few have at least earned the Demon Primarch's trust with a consistent record of victories. And among their rarefied kind, Kavek stands out as a particularly callous and brutal warlord. He does not possess the arrogance and lethargy of those veterans of the Long War who fought at the gates of Terra, having been forced into service a mere 2,000 years before the Great Rift tore across the galaxy. And it took him only 500 before his natural gift for devastating headlong assault secured him a place among the Iron Warriors Warsmiths.
Take care, Charles.
Ciao, my friend. Have a great night. So, some really cool looking chaos stuff here. I got to do me some hazard stripes, brother. It's got to be done.
Now he's have the Doc Octopus arms. That's so cool.
Yes.
And the hazard stripes are not facing the same way. Was that done on purpose? I guess.
Maybe. That's a good question.
I don't know.
Long years in fighting the deadliest frontal assaults imaginable has turned Kavek's body into a siege weapon as powerful as any tank or demon engine in his arsenal. Built around an ancient suit of cataphracti Terminator armor from the Horus Heresy that he calls his Iron Mantle. It bristles with weaponized mechatendrils and augmetic slave to the armor's mind impulse unit, though none are as deadly as his last augment, his personally crafted thunder hammer that crackles with infernal power.
That's what they're calling it now. Thunder hammer.
As the Warsmith sets out on his latest grand conquest, the Legion of Iron Warriors march implacably at his back, decked out in their distinctive utilitarian take on Chaos Space Marine's corrupted armor. A look which will soon be in your hands with a new upgrade set.
This is great. I'm not sure about the hazard stripe pauldrons to the right, because those look like they're painted on, right?
Yeah, I'm wondering if those. I mean, surely they wouldn't show us the hazard stripes if they weren't recessed, right? You're right, though. They do look painted in. Like
they look like regular legionary like shoulder pads a little bit. Or is there something special about the design of them that is different from regular legionnaires? I'm not sure. But it looks pretty plain Jane. Like I guess if I'm buying this, I would prefer more shoulders with skulls. I guess I don't know, because I'm sure that's their intent, right? Is to have the shoulders with the skulls. The heads look amazing.
Heads do look awesome.
And I like that power hammer.
So the thing about the Iron Warriors is they kind of similarly to the Raptors chapter, they usually strip off a lot of the ornamentation on their stuff in favor of utilitarian stuff. So the hazard stripes, which they see as functional, and the chapter logo are really the only things that they would adorn their armor with. Yeah. That's why when you look at Kavek's armor, like there's nothing on the chest plate, there's no skulls or demon symbols or anything.
Which is really good, especially if you want to add some interpretation in there, some free handling or something like that. And
absolutely.
Really to it.
It's pretty cool. Like I think that's intentional that there's a lack of ornamentation here, a little plain Jane. But I would have wished to seen like, molded in hazard stripes, though.
Yeah, some more molding in to make it a little more special than anything else. Because you gotta, if you're gonna buy this, I'm sure it's not, it's like 35, 40, 45. I don't even know how much the pricing is. If I'm gonna pay that much, I kind of want like as many pieces of the chapter symbol, I guess,
Yeah.
as possible. Or if they could do hazard stripes, have them like a little either recessed or pushed out a little bit so they're easy to paint, I think. Because if I have Chaos Warriors, then I could just take some of their shoulders.
That's fair. Aqua says they are painted in. Good evening, Aqua.
It does look like it, yeah. Hey, Aqua. How's it going?
Paint Minis Live says hazard stripes are good for large vehicles, but small models are a pain in my rear guard.
True.
Yeah, I can see that. Also, kind of a first world problem here, but I feel like for, big, bad, utilitarian Iron Warriors, the hammerhead here is kind of shrimpy.
True. True. You know, it kind of looks like, one of those clown hammers.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to reference. It does have that kind of like clown hammer kind of, even more so, like, because of the way it's got like the, it flares out towards the end here,
Yeah.
Those toy clown hammers that do the squeaky when you hit with them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it reminds me of, the way it flares out towards the end.
No, come on, bro. This dude is just he's getting an arm workout. That's actually a shake weight. He's on the field just shake waking it, just like.
So this hammer goes on a Slaneshi warrior then.
Brother, why is one arm much bigger than the other? I practice shaking it. What? Heresy.
Oh, man.
But I can see the squeaky toy every time he kills somebody.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Let's see. This sets of heads, shoulder pads, and accessories look great on your Legionary Terminators and Chosen, and comes with rather smashing Thunder Hammer and his Power Fist for your aspiring champions. You'll need to paint the hazard stripes yourself, but they're actually fun to do. Yes, but if you're paying for shoulder pads, it should be unique. I'm sorry. there it is. But they do look great. I can't say enough. So, what terrible campaign into Imperial space entail? We'll reveal more when we know. But rest assured, it's a biggie. Come for more. Oh, more to come soon. Iron within, iron without. So this leads me to what my theory is, and I'm going to throw it out there. It is the year of chaos. So when are we going to see big chaos renditions, makeovers? That's the thing. When is Perturabo going to start pumping out his own Primaris size Marines?
Could be a thing.
Could be a thing. If GW likes money, then yes, and likes printing money, then yes, that could definitely be a thing, because that's like, just take my money.
The only thing is that a lot of the new space Chaos Marine models are kind of on par with the Primaris scaling. So
really, the newer ones are the same size.
They're like just a hair off, but they're pretty much on par with it. And that is, allegedly, it's like their chaos taint is like the reason for their swelling in size instead of the whole Primaris treatment.
Zip. I could hear the zip. Maintenance Live saying that 0.05 millimeter trim.
Not my proudest paint. Yeah, sometimes I have to unzip my 0.5 millimeter. But it's quickly time to put it back after that. It's
Yeah. It has very specific purposes. Yeah. You guys get it. Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. Paint me in his life. We definitely get it. I do the same for my brush. I have a brush just for faces. That's it. There's nothing. I have a brush for a special thing. That's my face brush, and I will not do anything with it. Time to paint in the eyes, time to paint the face.
I don't know if we're still on the same page, but that's hilarious. Now I pull out my special brush just for faces.
Tickle, tickle. But yeah, and it's true. I have so many brushes for so many tactics. Like I only use Raphael when I'm doing edge highlighting because the belly is so. Mm. I became one of those posh painters. just have to switch off to the right tool.
Miss PML is over here confused as heck, and I'm laughing so hard.
Oh yeah. Going to talk about my 0.05 millimeter trim tape. You know which one. It's that one. The one you've been eyeing from across the room.
I prefer to use my brush for painting faces. You know what I mean. Inquisitor, my brother, how are you doing tonight, man? Good to see you.
How's it going, Inquisitor?
How is your new miniature roommate? I have gotten zero painting done tonight. I said I'm going to try and paint tonight, but I've just been lazy. Oh, I do have one more article just to show people what they can get for the new event miniatures for this year.
Yeah.
I kind of want 2 of them because I'm greedy.
I want the John Malkovich face. You're going to see the one I'm talking about.
Let's see. Replace. Share. Miniatures Paintbrush over here with the late night DJ voice. My Friday night has been made.
Oh, yeah.
So
people say I have that kind of voice.
Oh, is that the face, the Acadia Unbroken? I'm not familiar with John Malkovich, so.
No, that's not John Malkovich. The next one is.
Oh, okay.
Look at that face really carefully. They painted the wrong skin color, but that would make an awesome John Malkovich. It would make an awesome John Malkovich. I want just the head so I could put him on different. Imagine if you had an entire legion of infantry and they all look like John Malkovich. I'm sorry. I think it would be cool. Why not?
Okay, Chad, Chad, I don't know who John Malkovich is, so you got to come on a journey with me.
Really? Oh, goodness. Okay, I guess I'm old. There it is.
I'm sure this is just a me thing. All right, guys. Study this face, chat.
Oh, definitely.
Now we're going to go back over to the miniature.
Especially over here.
Got it locked in, chat?
In all black to the left, second column, right there. Okay, go for it. Wait, what? Look at them. Definitely paint them a different color skin and make them to look like John Malkovich.
You know, I can see it. I didn't see it at first, but like now going directly between one to the next, I think I can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know John Malkovich? Nothing immediately comes to mind. Like I might know something he's been in if I think, if I'm
the movie being John Malkovich.
Nope. Nah, I never saw that one.
Oh yeah, no, I like him, and I have a Cities of Sigmar Battle Force box. I don't really have an army, but they look kind of cool for D&D. Like they look really cool for D&D. John Malkovich would make
Let's
a good
see.
Commissar games player. I
Sacrifice,
agree.
Opus, Unsinkable, Ripley, the new look. Well done, Billions, 10-year-old Tom,
Con
Bionic,
Air. Yes.
One Ranger, Seneca, Mind Cage, Salvation, Savage Salvation, White Elephant, Chariot, Space Force, Shattered, Survivalist, uh, Rogue Hostage, Ava, Arkansas, New Pope, Valley of Gods, Extremely Wicked, ABC Murders, Bird Box, Mile 22, Supercon, Casanovagan, Bullethead, Last Call, I Love You Daddy, Wild Wedding.
Are you doing all the movies he was in?
Yeah, I'm just looking through. So there
Quite a
anything I
few.
might have seen in them.
There's
Zoolander
quite a few.
2,
He's been in a lot.
Crossbones, Red 2, Deadly Code. Transformers Dark of the Moon. Yeah, okay, I did watch Aragon. Rounders Con Air. Okay, I did watch Con Air. Cyrus the Virus. Um, yeah, I haven't seen most most of his stuff, unfortunately.
That's okay. It's a very unique way of talking.
Con Air, yeah, okay. Awesome Crazy Guy in Red. That's cool. I might have to catch some of these movies. I did see Con Air. It's not immediately coming to mind in Con Air in my brain, but it's cool though. So I have revealed a massive knowledge gap to everyone. So there's that. My favorite thing with John Malkovich is honestly him on SNL reading "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
Yeah, he has a very unique voice.
Have to check that out. All right, we're going to start with the Commissar.
She's looking appropriate.
Yeah, so this is a Katie and Castellan, cool alternate sculpt of one at ready pose. I think the other one is similarly stanced, except more of a blade out, above her head, or above their head, ready to push forward. And this one's just a stoic at the ready kind of pose, which is both very cool. So, yeah, I could possibly use a Katie Castellan in the future, so I might grab one. Also, I just like the exclusives, and then of course, this guy looks really cool too. I'm not a huge fan of having sculpted on blood. I might shave those down, but I like the miniature.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they still need to do sculpted on blood a little easier, but it is kind of easy to paint. It's very quick.
Gallo, Mythos, I'm fairly certain you were the person who introduced me into tabletop Warhammer. If I correct, nice. You taught me to play by letting me use your salamanders while you played orcs.
I love it. That's awesome.
I do remember doing that with someone. Was this at Swords? Oh, okay. I got you. Oh, that was here. I got you. Well, that's cool. You're doing Votan now, right? Yeah, yeah. Well, man, if you ever want to break out the Votan, we can hit up the game shop or something like that. That'll be cool.
About a year ago.
Heck yeah, that'd be really cool. I'm sorry, you were saying about sculpted on blood?
Oh, I mean, it's okay. I would rather a little bit of fishing string, and then I'll put beads of blood as it drips down. It's so much easier. This looks like veins.
Yeah, yeah. I would probably shave it off myself. But everything
Yeah,
else about the miniature is pretty cool.
yeah, absolutely.
Um, I
I'd want it just the head.
Malkovich heads. We can hit up like the local game shop or whatever. That'd be cool. And I can bring more stuff to play with. No big deal.
Nice.
Um, let's see. Oh, and Gamesburger says about the commissar. Man, I like more dynamic models. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Dynamic models I usually do prefer as well.
I don't think that the commissar there the Castellan there has a tactical rock. So there's that.
That's true.
Cannot use command points unless it has a tactical.
Pepperidge Farm remembers when these
Oh,
sculpts didn't have so much detail, so you could paint a few squads in a weekend. Might be my hot take.
yeah. Yeah, Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Oh man, that's gonna be me complaining whenever I start painting my sisters because Sisters of
Boy.
Battle have they're very fiddly and they have lots of very tiny detail. And
Yeah. You got to learn how to use a nice small brush for hours. And then you'll get really good at putting details together.
well, I'm used to working with a small brush while painting.
Right. Sure.
It's an Asian thing, you know. We're good at painting with small brushes.
Said the firefighter to the hose. Spray on, little buddy. Spray on.
Then we're
Pepperidge
back.
Farm remembers. Welcome back.
I always
Yeah. Same. And it goes full circle.
Games where it
She
says,
said it was an average size brush, okay?
and it is. Be proud.
I'm gonna pity my furniture.
I'm gonna pity future me since I want to start AdMech as well. AdMech
Oh yeah.
AdMech can be a lot of fun though. It is. Yeah, definitely pity future you because they take a lot of miniatures, and so I guess because they're like the more human sized force. For that reason, you're in a superhuman world. So the way being human or human equivalent kind of deals with that is by throwing more bodies into the mix. So AdMech and Imperial Guard have this kind of problem where you need so many bodies and it costs a lot of money to get that many bodies.
Yeah, it sure does.
I gotta say, secondhand is going to be your friend. You can always strip it down and paint it up however you want.
Yep. When this hand is too tired to keep painting, second hand is always there.
It's like a stranger's painting it.
It's like ambidextrous.
Man,
Isn't that right?
If you look at this model, it's like a complete stranger painted this.
Isn't that right, Miranda?
I have a stupid plan to print pigtails and make a Miku-based AdMech army.
Do it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Do
Full
it.
full Vocaloid army. Oh, hey, and then some of the other like HQs and stuff like that could be like based on other Vocaloids. You can have a Supersonico, HQ. Yeah, that'd be real cool.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of funny though because like Vocaloids are so cute, but the AdMech army is so body horror. Apparently, AdMech currently sits at an average of 1.6 points per dollar. Whew. I say woo, like, I know the values right off the top of my head, but
Yeah. I would only get certain units of AdMech to paint, like Baracelius Crawl, because he's such a goat in the lore of Warhammer. So I would definitely have him.
I was
Ephraim. And
intimidated to do my call at first, but then like I ended up having a really good time with him.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's certain techniques that I want to use with my true metallic metal. And he has a lot of surface area that's true metallic metal that I can go to town
Um,
with. Is it my calming voice? People say that.
oh no, it's I mean, you and I both start our days kind of early. You know how it is. I'm
I do.
surprised how late you are able to stay up and paint after starting your day so early.
Yeah, sometimes it's just pure passion. Like I really want to get something done. I have a little bit of OCD, but there it is. Paint Millies Live has a tough question for us. I can't see it because your logo is in the way of his
Tough,
wording.
tough question. But what are your stances on folks who print mod bits for their custom chapters? I have a friend in the UK who has a great looking army but can't play at GW since parts are printed. And so I've been into a lot of GW stores.
Mm,
And one thing that I have not found to be consistent, because I travel for work. And so anytime I'm in a new town, I like to pop in and see what hobby shops they have in the area. And, just sometimes it'll be to pick up something while I'm out of town because I always, bring a couple models with me that I pretend I'm going to work on and then get too busy with work and then don't paint while I'm there. But I tell myself I'm going to paint while I'm there. Um, but um, anyways, so it might be because of a color or something I want or something, a release that comes up, while I'm out of town, that kind of thing. But honestly, a lot of it's just because I don't know. I just enjoy looking at hobby shops, and when you're out of town, it's like, ooh, this is a new hobby shop I've never seen before. And one thing that I've seen that's not consistent at GW shops is their particular, because they're all managed by different people, and of course people are not as uniform as corporate entities would like them to be. And
mm,
so a lot of the times I'll go to GW shops and they'll be okay with custom bits as long as the model itself isn't 3D printed. And the rule there is basically kind of the military don't ask, don't tell. Don't talk about your 3D printed parts while you're in the
mhm,
store
mhm.
and just play. And if people say that looks really cool, say thank you. And they say, "Where did you get that bit?" Just be very low key about it. Like, I ordered it online. That I would never use the word print. While you're in the store, um, just be cool about it. If basically you have to act like it's not your first time in life doing something you're not supposed to be doing. Just be cool. um, I'm gonna tell you guys a story that is theoretical, and this is not an admission of guilt. Okay. But I have a friend. I theoretically had a friend at one point in time whose theoretical name was Ted. And Ted was turning 21 that night at midnight. So we were having a party. So we were setting up for the party, and he ran with me to get, refreshments theoretically from the store. And in front of this theoretical store, we start to go in, and I was like, oh, it's not midnight yet. You got to stay out here. You're not going to be able to come in and get anything. They card everyone. And they're like, oh, okay. And slaps a $20 bill in my hand, like right outside the store. Like, we are at the doors. And slaps a $20 bill in my hand right at the doors and says, hey, whatever else you're getting, can you get me a 12 pack of blah? I'm like, I look at the cameras. I look, look, can you just get back in the car? Get back in the car.
That's crazy. As far as
can you just
first 3D printing, I think if they don't make any shoulder pads for it, like I have custom made decal sheets for Kicaradons, for example. You're not going to find that anywhere else, so
yeah,
I don't mind. And if you have something with, it's like if you're doing lamenters and you don't really want to freehand all that checkerboard behind the thing, and you have it popped out, and it's so much easier. Why not? And again, like Mito said, if you be chill with it, everybody's chill with it.
I do have an executioner that Freak 3D printed for me and gave me for a Christmas gift one year, which is awesome. And I painted it up, and it looks. I love the way it looks. And it's one of the best vehicles I've ever done. And usually everybody in the store oohs and ahs about it when I go in. But I was in the GW store one day, and like I was again, you're not supposed to do a full model. And this was, at a place out of town. And I was trying to be cool. And somebody, a lot of people were just like commenting on the page of, hey, that's cool, And again, there's the unspoken word, just be cool if somebody looks real close, like gets up like face to face with my model and goes, hey, this is a 3D printed model. They're like real loud across the, like, I don't know what you mean. It was a gift. Just be cool. That is the rule. Just be cool.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, Paint Minis Live, like he said, I'm all about aesthetic, rule of cool. So you can usually get away with it if it's not too overt and obvious, and you're be cool about it in the GW stores. Now the rule is there, no, but I mean, again, act like it's not your first time, getting away with something you're not supposed to. Just be chill. Just say Forge World exclusive and move on. Exactly. I mean, there used to be a joke going around with the way some of these things are getting so accurate looking, and of course that brings up its own problem. Of course, when it's too close, obviously it's IP ripoff, that kind of thing, which I'm not getting into. But for a while there was talk of, that they were joking that Forge World models, they were going to have to scratch the bottom of your miniature to taste, if that tastes like GW resin or not. Like a little cocaine test to scratch the bottom of your miniature.
Oh my gosh.
That's not Forge World resin. Guys, we have non-Forge World resin. Gallo says, I got and painted my first game character recently, Barry Agnerson. Oh my gosh, that is such a cool looking model, especially with that legendary Kraken spear of his. That's so cool. I think it's a Starglaive. It's really cool. And he's got all of those Tyranid armor bits on him. Yeah. I'd definitely like to see some pics of it. If you get a chance, my man, Nightbot spams my Discord invites. If it doesn't work, let me know. But yeah, I'd love to see some of your work. We have sections there for people showing off their work in progress stuff, finished stuff. It's all levels of the hobby. People who are new to painting, people who have been painting for years. We got one guy who's a legitimate commission painter and sometimes does box artworks, but also does things where he just flips. He'll buy a model, paint it up, flip it online, and sell it for a solid chunk above what he bought it at. And that's just like his gig, which is super cool that he can just come in and do what he loves, and like somebody will pay him more than he put into it for that.
Mhm.
The Dark Star Glaive named Bane. That's what it is. That is so cool. It's a really pimp model. But
I
yeah, man.
have not seen it. I'm gonna look that up.
Oh yeah, we gonna look at it now.
What I really want is a Warlord Titan. I just don't want to pay the exact price for a Warlord Titan. If anybody would be so inclined that lives on the East Coast, hit me up because I want to add something to my collection. Probably go insane with banners and freehands. But yeah, as far as 3D printing, you can get Clancy. Have you heard of Clancy?
Clarence.
Clarence, that's what it was. Clarence, I'm sorry.
Be strong, Clarence.
Yes. You can get Clarence 3D printed. I've seen it. I've seen Clarence 3D printed. It was like Colts 3D. It was so funny.
Okay, let's see. We're going to go here. I'm going to click replace.
Johnny, no disassemble.
All right, that is Barry Agnerson.
Oh, that's an interesting carapace he has behind his backpack. Looks like a beetle kind of thing.
It's a dead tyrannid. Take a look at the.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that they went for like a streaky bloodstained effect down the carapace there.
Yeah, I like the little dots, the segmented dots. That's so nice.
Funny thing is that he hired an ex 3D artist that was part of the Mark 10 development to make his helmets. Have a feeling it was because he was in the motherland, Da. I started on my chapter project again, where I paint one Marine from the different chapters. Tonight is the Emperor Spears. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, nice.
It's been
That's
good to
fun.
learn different paint schemes. Yeah, that sounds like a fun project, brother.
Yeah.
Link to the Discord says it's expired. Yeah, every once in a while it just needs to be refreshed. I'll pull you a fresh link, brother.
It's like the milk you want to extend for just one more day.
One more time. Thank you for letting me know, and I'll get that updated in Nightbot tonight.
Maybe. No, never mind. I am working on some gray hunters. I'm burning out because of the gray hunters. It's so much. Well, because of the large infantries, swaths and swaths of infantry. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Now I can paint fun stuff. Not that this wasn't fun; it was a joy to paint. But after a while, you get tired of looking at blue.
Oh my gosh, where did you send me that Clarence thing?
Oh, when I sent you Clarence,
Yeah,
I can look it up and send you something. I think it was on Auspex Tactus.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay.
Uh, do we have clearance on Clarence?
We do. I'm going to load it up right now. Clearance on Clarence.
I know.
Clarence, you are clear to land.
So funny. Somebody just took a toy and strapped on a big cannon and said, "There you go."
Replace.
I haven't used the pens for the speed painting either. Oh, there it is. That's the original one. And they have a really clean 3D model of it. And it looks really good. But yeah, there's like, you know what? Good enough. We ain't paying GW prices. We're making our own.
The pens are interesting. I have one that are not the Army Painter brand. They're from AK Interactive. They're interesting and can be useful. They do take a little bit of a learning curve because it takes a little bit to get used to the way it flows out of the pen. But like once you get the hang of them, they can be pretty cool. I've definitely the gentleman who sold them to me at the hobby shop. I've seen it. I watched him paint up some Space Marines with them, and he'd been practicing with them for a while, and he'd gotten kind of his method down to making them consistent, with the flow, and they looked sick. Obviously, not the same as if you took this a larger amount of time and you did you layered, you shaded, you highlighted, you put the effort into it. To do it a more traditional way, but like, it was a clean speed paint. It looked good. So I think like anything though, it's like, it includes the amount of practice you put into it and getting used to it and, improving how you do it.
Yep. And whenever I paint a mini for someone, I say, that's what you're paying for. For years of me making mistakes and improving and getting better and taking the time and practicing. As far as 3D printed models, I don't know. I think that GW has built into their pricing model any loss they would make from a 3D printer. That would explain why the prices are so high and continuously rising.
Oh, Gamesburger, the Polly Pocket kind of thing that Louise did for Space Wolf theme. That was so cool. Yeah, that was so cool. I really enjoyed that. I meant to post it on under my shared content section. It was just so cool. But yeah, it's really neat. Well, welcome to the Discord, Gallows. Rob, if you had a Lucius Pattern Warlord Titan, would you put it out to play on the tabletop more than a few times?
Yeah, every opportunity I can get to play a 3,000 point thing. Yes, absolutely. It will die every time because the rules aren't as now. If it was 2,000 points, yes, I think if it was I think it's overcosted. I think if it was 2,000 points, having your army show up and you just bringing out one of those things, and it would have all the banners and all the filigree and hundreds of hours of freehand and battle scenes happening on each one of the panels. Like, it'll look amazing, and it will take me about 5 years to get done, but definitely my artist's opus, my piece de résistance, as they say. My homage to my great life's work. That's what it would be. And I already have the head.
Every,
I just I need the
I mean, but
skeleton, and then the
can you ever really have too much though?
yes, absolutely. I have too much.
Oh,
I definitely have too much. I have way too much. It's ridiculous what I have. And
you're a lucky man. You're a lucky
yeah,
man.
people around the area nickname me the store because I have the inventory of basically a little local friendly gaming store. And in some instances more. But yeah, I want to actually get my backlog ever smaller.
Hmm.
I do I do want to reduce them. So yeah. And my rule in my house now is I'm really being because I think I have an addiction. Like I'm treating it like an addiction. It's gotten to the point where I think I'm not in debt or anything for it because I always set aside a little bit of money per paycheck. And then when something comes out that I want, I'm like, yeah, sure, I can even double down on that because I've been saving forever. And but still, I'm like, I have 2 closets full. Nobody should have 2 closets full, walk-in closets full of just unpainted boxes.
Seeing those pics from those Titans games makes me wish I was rich. I feel that, brother. Uh, let's see.
Go ahead, Inquisitor, say it. I have too much. I can't say it because the logo's blocking the comment. Inquisitor.
Oh, I have says the guy who I had to scold in the comments for wanting to buy
I still do
custodians.
want to buy those custodians.
The custodians are great.
If I
man.
start a 30K army, then definitely it would be the custodians. That's yeah.
Do it.
No.
Do it. Custodians. I got to tell you, custodians are so fun to play because I'm going to be honest with you. I love my wolves. I'm not saying anything bad about my wolves, but custodians are what you want the wolves to do, where you can just turn off your brain, run forward, and hit stuff. like, like I just want to punch stuff. Give me the big old axes. These axes are considered the worst of the Terminator weapons, but they look cool. So all my Terminators have
Yeah.
axes. And I send my custodians forward, and they just continuously hit stuff until either I'm dead or they're dead, and it's a good time.
Gamesburger said we needed to walk through the closets, and I tell you that I have 2 separate videos. One for just my AOS and regular model stuff, and then another video just for my 40K backlog. So I have 2 videos of backlog models. Each one of them is a couple of it's an hour long at least for each one. So you have 2 hours of me just shifting. Oh, look, I found another box goes to that faction. Oh, look, because I had to organize it anyway. So I made videos. I took everything down and I had to organize it. But yeah, I have a lot. I have a lot. Like
There's
mhm.
Paint Minis Lies has a proposition for
Oh,
you.
I didn't see that. It's damaged and you would need to fix it up, but contact me on Discord to trace some paint time on your desk with some tips and tricks. Sure, buddy. I can definitely get on with you. And we could definitely I'll have some paint time for you.
He said, just a heads up, this thing stands as tall and wide as a 4-year-old space-wise.
Yeah. I would buy a special cabinet so I can display it. Yeah.
I don't have that much of a backlog of GW, but once you add up the Zombicide and War Games Atlantic stuff, it gets big. Starting to feel you, brother. Although all my War Games Atlantic is painted up because that's for my Imperial Guard army. What's y'all's favorite AOS faction? I'm Skaven and Seraphon fan.
You should definitely. So currently, my wife, right after dinner, said, "Hey, you want to play a game of AOS?" And I'm like, "Hey, I love you." And Flesh Eater Quartz, and I'm playing Seraphon. She took my Flesh Eater Quartz, so and I have a very extensive flesh eater quartz army, but she took it. But yeah, and I do have a Skaven army. I just finished painting one of the Battle Force boxes. It had like 85 miniatures in it. And I have Skaven Tide, and I bought another Battle Force box of the Skaven as well. So I do have some Skaven that I can definitely put together. But I have videos on my channel if you want to check that out. With Skaven, and right now I think I'm going to produce one more. It's going to be my last Skaven video, and there's my last Skaven. I have a scarf now. This is my last video, and so as far as AOS armies, I think I was going through it, and I think I have more AOS stuff than I have 40K stuff, and that's saying a lot. Say, the Order of Faction Death. I have an army for each faction, like everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah, everything. So I have a lot. I heard Aztec Lizard Man and dinosaurs. Yeah, Gato. Yeah, whip. Yeah. But I'm really excited to paint more Seraphon because I have a very unique paint scheme. I have blue and pink. I wanted to try to mess around with the purple paint colors because I never painted anything pink. So I was like, you know what? What's a good contrast color? Okay, blue is good. It's in the family range. It's like hot and cold. And let me get to it. So no airbrush. Everything was hand brushed. And that was pushing my ability with the paintbrush for that army. And I would love to continue to do that. In fact, I think that once I'm done with the project for the Space Wolf, I'm going to jump on some Seraphon for the channel, but not even just for the channel, just because I want to beat my wife. She has a much better army than I just have. I just have like a Star Collecting box. I just have the Battle Force or Vanguard or something like that, and I just have one box, right? So then I bought another army box as well as a Lord Croak, and I have the Triceratop. I don't know which one I'm going to pick, but I gotta have a Triceratop, And my wife bought me because she's an enabler at this point. The pyramid for it because I was like, I don't want to spend like $80 on a pyramid. She's like, oh, you mean this one that I ordered you? And I'm like, no.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, I built that thing already. I gotta do a painting tutorial of it ASAP because
that's awesome.
I'm gonna use it in my army for sure.
Okay, Gallo says Aztec lizards riding dinosaurs. I call it autism incarnate. You're not wrong. I want to beat my wife, Rob 2026. You heard it here, folks.
She likes it.
Oh. For myself, Gallo, I have a beautiful, a gorgeous samurai converted Stormcast Eternals army, mostly of the older school models. That was mostly a gift from a channel called Elstonation, incredibly talented, like world-class painter, and just really amazing artist. And I got gifted the army from him. And if I were to get an AOS army to paint it myself, I'm pretty sure it would be Daughters of Cain because the snake ladies just seem so cool. They've got other aspects to because they're elves. They have witch elves and assassins and stuff like that. But yeah, they're just all really cool. That's Montana, right? Paint Minis Live. I'm showing another knowledge gap here.
I will cover.
But basically, there you go.
I will cover shipping. I will definitely do a Golden Demon like.
That is awesome.
Oh my god! Are you serious right now? Okay, I'm just gonna be silent for a little while. just letting it settle.
He's going to have to start plans now.
Oh yeah, you just made me so happy. Thank you. Thank you.
Once again, the incredibly generous Paint Minis Live Nightbot, as well as the link down below, will be showing you guys a link over to his shop, paintminislive.com.
Yeah.
Currently a sponsor of the channel and just overall great guy. He has a shop, Paint Minis Live, where he has lots of hobby goodness, including D&D stuff, Pathfinder stuff, and my favorite range of hobby stuff from Monument Hobbies / Pro-Acryl, and just has, for my personal use, the best paints on the market for the hobby. So I would definitely recommend checking him out. And if you do, go to the Paint Minis Live website with my link. Of course, you support your Wolfbrother with no added cost to you whatsoever.
Thank you. I don't know what to say. I'm just beside myself. Thank you.
My issue with Seraphon is I would honestly rather buy the one-page rules Saurian Star Host. Posting this a bit late, but felt the need to say that. I have heard they're pretty awesome, and I believe Ashley on Gamers with Coffee is painting up those Saurians as well. So
nice.
You're in good company.
Yeah. That's fun.
Ooh, I have missed so much in Whip It Good and finished projects over the last few days. Hey, the painting is looking good, Gallo. Would you like me to show it on screen, or is this just for those of us in the Discord? But you're doing a great job. And you said you did this using the Army Painter speed paints? Very cool, brother. Paint Minis Live says the Titan was made by the Titan Manufactorum in the early 2000s. So it's not resin, it's mostly insulation foam, early 3D prints, and wood.
Okay, I'm trying to get a picture of that.
All right. I was just playing on the telephono to forward myself the pictures. And we will go once again to our articles and art screen. We'll click. Oh, we don't have to click replace. It's already on the right screen. How about that?
Look at that.
And we're going to close off those comments so that way you can see it a little better. That is, that one's the Carnosaur?
Yeah.
I love the Carnosaur, man. That is a model I got to paint one day. That is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool, man. Looks great.
Definitely cool. That's interesting. I like the mint green.
Yeah, that green is like a really... That skin tone really reminds me of one of the versions of Lizard Man from Spider-Man. The lizard from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I like that a lot, man. And I like that you went with a darker green for the harder scales.
Is it malachite or malachite? Malachite? That is that green and that light green kind of mix. This reminds me of that. Like this.
Oh, yeah. Still pretty new to painting. Well, man, you're doing a good job. Definitely keep it up.
Yeah, man. It looks like a lot of fun.
Dinosaurs just seem like they would be such a blast to paint.
Oh my gosh. It is. It is A riot. Oh, there's that new
And
mini.
then, yep, there's Bernie Agnerson.
Yeah,
See you with red armor, which is pretty cool,
that's cool.
and some purple for the Dark Star glaive named Bane.
Nice.
Gallo, it's Eldari Emerald contrast paint. Okay, it's got that bluish greenish kind of look. That's cool. Yeah, I like that you use the bluish kind of green to differentiate the this more skin kind and the darker green for the hardened scales.
This one looks a little flesh terror-ish. I would think those arm over the shoulder pauldrons. It kind of looks like skin and flesh, which I'm loving. It's like a hard
Oh
job.
yeah, it's like he just ripped the whichever kind of
Happens.
Tyranid this is and just
Yeah.
strapped it, by the foot straps.
Oh, definitely. He looks menacing too. Look at his face. Oh, I love it.
Of course, paint minis live. You absolutely can. You set it on Messenger. You set it on Discordia.
Mhm.
Well, man, I am glad you decided to continue on your hobby journey, man. It's looking good,
Yeah, man.
and definitely can only go up and better from here. It is flesh. It is flesh.
Did
Just strap the straight up flesh to his
You
skin.
did a great job at that because it really plays out that way. I like your face. I like that green that you use on that. I like the way it took to the recesses very well. Oh, okay. Let me just take a look at that.
All right. Okay. We're going to go to Discordia, direct messages.
Awesome.
Paint minis. All right. Brother Rob, we're going to watch a little short.
Okay. I was looking for it.
I'm going to put it up on the screen so everybody can see. Make sure I got it muted so I don't get stricken. Replace. All right. Can you see it, brother?
That is, yeah. That's the
Here we
size.
go.
Oh my God.
That's a big boy.
That is a big boy. Oh my goodness. We need more glitter.
So as he mentions, some of the armor panels need repair, replacing, but
Right.
because you got damaged in transit. But yeah, pretty cool,
That is cool.
man. Ooh, we got more submissions coming in. Okay. Do, 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 do. Oh, this is cool. All right. Replace.
Sounds like you're casting a spell when you do
Right.
that. Replace.
All right. Here we have a screenshot of all of Gamesburger's chapter projects so far, where he's painting up one Marine from different chapters.
So
Let's see. The front from left to right: Blood Angels, Iron Hands, Salamanders, Raven Guard, Imperial Fists, White Scars, Ultramarines, Space Wolves, Dark Angels. Front row two, left to right: Flesh Terrors, Silver Skulls, Sons of Medusa, Raptors, Crimson Fist, Templars, Mortifactors, Black Consuls, Doom Eagles. Middle: Storm Giants, Genesis Chapter, Liberators, Exorcists, Ravens Watch, Celestial Alliance, Retributors, Executioners. Middle two: Mentors, Howling Griffins,
nice.
Mantis Warriors, Karkadons, Blood Ravens, Minotaurs, Iron Snakes, Nova Marines, Brazen Claws.
I like.
And the top shelf: Red Scorpions, Consecrators, Guardians of the Covenant, Angels of Absolution, Angels of Redemption, Storm Giants, Angel Guard, Hospitaliers, Astral Hawks, and Adulators.
Astral Hawks too. Oh my gosh.
That's so cool.
I like the white and blue one. Which one's that one again? It's right next to the Carcardons.
Karkadons.
Second, third, fourth row. Back.
Yeah. Next to the
Nova Marines.
Karkadons is there's green and there's Mantis Warriors, which should be green and
Yeah,
yellow.
it's green yellow. I'll tell you. Go to your right. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. That's cool that you did the Raven wing. There, him. Right there. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Nova.
No, Nova Marines.
No. Astral Claw. Is that an Astral?
There's Brazen Claws, but Nova Marines are blue and white.
Oh, okay. So that is Nova Marine. That's neat.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I love that. I love that color scheme. No.
That is so cool. It's cool to see this because there's always so many chapters that I'm like, man, I kind of want to try that out one day, but I don't want to start a whole new Space Marine force for that. And actually, I still have a bunch of firstborns that I like. What am I going to do with these? And I could just do something like this and just do test schemes for different places. Oh, and I did a commission of a Minotaur's army back in the day, so it's cool to see that you've done some Minotaurs.
Yes. And the Dawn of War ones, the Blood Ravens are there.
Yep, Blood Ravens.
Yeah.
And that was one of them Iron Snakes. Yeah, Iron Snakes is cool because I read about those in the Gaunt's Ghost books.
So I'm honing in before you click off of that one. On the top, all the way to the right, does he have a disc with a glowing like set of data collecting evidence? Like all the way, yeah, that one, that guy. You see that?
Plasma rifle.
What is it?
Oh, wait, we can zoom in. We have the technology.
Oh, okay. So he's holding. I thought he was. It's the background. I thought he was holding something techie that was glowing. And it's really cool to see a hospitaler. You don't see that very often.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. And I like the little bit of moss that you put in second row towards the middle on the shoulder pad because he was hiding. That's very creative. Second row from the front.
Which one?
Right there. The moss on the shoulder.
One.
How cool is that?
That must be one of the Raptors. Yeah.
That's super
Raptors
cool.
They're like the modern day take on Space Marines. They're like very little like almost no ornamentation,
right.
Bare bones utility, and very camo. Just like your Navy SEALs, Army Rangers, Marines, kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, they're a shooting army for sure. Yeah, and it's cool to see the Mantis Warriors, especially in live with.
I love seeing the split schemes, like the Howling Griffins here,
Griffins are nice.
and
Nova Marine.
Can when you get a chance, brother, would you mind dropping? He's a raptor, so he uses ghillie. I should probably like read your commentary here. That would help. Nova Marines. Okay, we would have had the answer like 10 minutes
Yeah, yeah,
earlier
yeah.
if I just read that they were Nova Marines.
I love it.
He's a raptor, so uses ghillie suits. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We'll have to do some close-ups. Yeah, I would love some close-ups, especially like I am. I've been telling Rob for a while now. I am really my interest is peaked on these split schemes. Your Howling
Yeah.
Griffins, your Nova
Yeah,
Marines.
yeah.
Which one is the red and blue? Is that the Brazen Claws? Now, I'm just my interest is peaked on those because I have a friend at my local shop that does Howling Griffins, and I am just so enamored when he pulls that army out. It's just like, oh my god, it looks amazing. Makes me want to try it.
Yeah.
Um,
It's definitely cool.
and yeah, so like I don't think I could do mine as well as he does his, but it makes me want to try just because it looks so good. And the quartered scheme, like it's funny when I first got into this, like the quartered schemes did nothing for me because I thought they were kind of disjointed at first.
Mhm.
But then when you see like a army of them together, it doesn't feel disjointed anymore. It feels
Unified.
proper. So I would love to see some of those, a little clearer. But then, of course, there's some of those, these are just nostalgic favorites for me, like Mantis Warriors and Minotaurs for me.
Yeah.
This is a cool project, brother. Thank you for sharing this.
Yeah, it's fun. Definitely fun. But I think if I wanted to do all the flavors of Space Marines, I'll just do an Alpha Legion army and just have half of them that one, and then the other half of it him coming out like I am Alfarius.
That is so
That
cool.
would be fun.
I'm really partial to clear bases since the board might not match the base scenery. Am I the only one? I love a good base though. Excellent work on these bases.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do love the amount of attention that went into these bases, and definitely helps elevate the miniatures. I definitely like. I've seen a lot of people do the clear bases, and it looks good and clean.
Yeah.
But for me, I like um, doing more traditional style bases because it helps frame the miniature for me.
Yeah.
Like especially with Space Marines and stuff like that, it's a lot of the same color. And so adding in a contrasting base helps me frame and show the color of that armor without it looking like too much of the same color. That makes any sense?
Yeah.
Like we talked about with the Mike Tyson miniature earlier.
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys, most of you in chat were here for that Mike Tyson miniature, but I would love to share that with you if I still have it here. It's a black miniature, but between the fire effects and the bright purple and pink on the base, framing a black miniature in color adds a lot of visual interest.
Right.
And I think that's the reason why I like seeing this kind of thing.
I like my
Uh,
miniatures to live in a world that I specify. So in my space wolves in a snowy environment with pieces of past wars at their feet. Like I'm framing that entire story. The snow is not just on the ground, it's on the miniature itself. This character or this one infantry unit is living inside this world. And that's why I like to have bases. But if you're using it purely for a gaming piece, then it would make more sense to put them on just clear bases.
oh yeah, and I'm definitely not saying clear bases is the wrong way to go. I mean, obviously, like whatever makes a person happy, I
Yeah,
think what is
absolutely.
best. But I was just saying, like I use the color of the base and texture of the base as a tool to add contrast.
Mhm.
It definitely to me is like so interesting that the way you can take a miniature that's the same color, same paint job, really, and put it on a jungle base, and it looks different from
Oh, yeah.
if you put it on a snow
Oh, yeah,
base.
you're telling a story with the base. It's like a mini
Yeah,
diorama.
well, yeah, and also just by changing the color that surrounds the miniature,
Oh, yeah.
it's like
Yeah, that adds to it.
yeah,
Makes more pops or contacts for doing triads of color and have your eyes wandering around the miniature and saying, "Okay, so it's a miniature, but what is he doing? Where is he?" Like, Right now, he's killing a Tyranid and stepping on and conquering it, waiting for his next attack. And the field is aflame, giving more that this is a battlefield and it's ripe where action is happening all around him. And he's just jumping in from battle to battle. Like, that's the story it's telling me. And if it had the clear base, I wouldn't get half of that, you know? So it wouldn't
That's
tell me
fair.
a story. It would just fit in with the terrain that I placed there. So it's a gaming miniature at that point instead of, like something to express yourself. And that's fine. Whatever you find, well in a hobby is your thing. Like you say, Mythos, whatever floats your boats in a way. That you didn't say that, but I said that. But whatever interests you, if you're happy with it, then that's your hobby. Your hobby is meant to be relaxed, and you can't have gatekeepers telling you how to paint and do your hobby, including myself. Don't if painting a new miniature to increase every skill brings you sadness, do not do it. Do not do it.
That's why I don't do it.
Yeah, right. I'm going to ship you into shape, buddy. I'm going to have you in a painting competition. Now, I'm not guaranteeing you'll get top scores or stuff like that, but you'll at least be part of a show and big community. And then you'll get other painters around your room saying, hey, how'd you do this or how'd you do that? And it's really cool when you get to talk about your piece like that. And then you're like, oh my God, but what did you do? Look at that. That's amazing. So it's really cool. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to step away for another second. I think I
Sure.
drank way too much water. I'm so sorry.
It's all good, brother. Gamesburger says, I think I may need a, or I noticed I still need to finish up some of these bases. Man, the project's looking great though, brother. I really enjoy the work that you put into that, and it is so cool to see all of them. We got another one from Gallo here. More of the cool Votan. I love the energy effect you put on the sword, man. I gotta say, not a lot of beginner painters would jump straight in and go for a power effect, so that's cool to see. And you've got some of. I was about to say you've got some faces, but if I remember correctly, in fact, was it Inquisitor who was telling me that the Votan kit doesn't come with enough faceplates to just put helmets on everyone? Maybe it was Keegan. It was either Keegan or Inquisitor. That's cool. Yeah, I like how your energy effect came out, man. Well, I have to get your Votan shooting me off the table at some point. Nice work, man. I wish the kit came with more of these um, steelkin heads to put on them because I really like the way it looks. The rounded dome of these Android heads really gives me kind of the a similar vibe to a kind of like the round dome head of astronauts, but also B, there was like a Halo helmet in PvP that you could equip that was kind of like this kind of round dome as well. It was my first attempt at plasma. I think you've done a good job with it, man. Like I said, not a lot of new painters would jump straight in and go in for an energy effect, so that's cool.
New painter, energy. Oh, nice.
Oh yeah,
Nice little glow.
yeah. I was just telling them like most new painters would just paint it metallic, call it done, or paint it one solid color of energy.
I mean,
But like actually going for an energy effect, that's pretty
I'm
cool.
certainly guilty of just painted painted metallic and call it done. But
And if you want it to be a metal weapon, I mean, that's obviously,
No, this is
uh,
much better. It really.
I, I, I definitely don't mean for that to come off in a bougie way. Like I'm a sucker for energy effects. Like all my weapons have energy effects on them,
Mhm.
even probably ones that shouldn't. But I just like the extra pop of color. Uh, Random login name
Wait,
got
I
his.
have a quick
Uh,
question. Just a quick
what's
question.
up?
If you go back to the regular screen, what does that say about Claire Exposition 33 and me? Because I don't see never get to see that your logo is blocking it. Yeah, what does it say?
Oh, it says that you're playing Claire Expedition 33 right now.
I am
No, it said
not.
33 minutes ago.
I,
No, 10 hours ago.
oh, okay.
10 hours ago. My bad.
Oh my god, people keeping
Yeah,
track of
I
it.
didn't. I was about to say I didn't know I could do this. Okay, and you were also playing 3 weeks ago some Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I finished it. Oh,
I'm on like my fifth playthrough right now.
oh my gosh. Such a good game.
It is so good. Um, uh, Paint Minis Live says, "No way, this is a newbie paint up, based and power effects and decently thin paints. You must have painted before. Speed paint was a major help since it was just layers instead of cover. Impressive, man. Impressive. Hey, you got a knack for this.
Yeah, you do.
I I gotta say, my first minis, they were all metal weapons. I didn't try any energy effects on my first paint ups, my first squads.
See, quite the opposite of mine. Like I had to try all the things.
I started as a gamer though. I
Yeah,
started
yeah, yeah, yeah.
just playing the game. Some uh the Health Smiths of Hashut,
Yeah, man.
big bull guy, and I love these crackling bases with like
Crackle.
green, with like
Yeah,
green ooze coming up from
malachite.
underneath it. That's cool. Oh
That
yeah, it
is
does
very
look like malachite too.
yeah, yeah. So cool. Yeah, there's a theme of malachite. Now I want to paint something with that kind of texture. It's so cool.
Painting is like math. If the technique gets to your level, get to if the technique gets you to a level you're happy with, that's all that matters. Ah, this was the person I was telling you about in our Discord earlier.
Yeah.
Professional painter. This is his take
Yeah,
on
that's really nice.
Ethan Sean. Such a cool miniature.
Yeah. It's a great
This is
job you did on this.
the newest chapter master for the Raven Guard. He
Look at
is
all the feathers, all the brush strokes. You can see every singular
yes,
highlight. That is cool. Yeah, it's very hard to do.
yes,
Tedious.
just
But
absolutely
yeah.
brilliant work.
And
His
yeah, his light placement is excellent. I mean, I'm loving the leg. I'm loving the shine on this smooth head. Like, oh my god. Yeah. He's
uh,
very good.
yeah, he always like no matter what color he's painting and whether it's metallic or not, he does
Mhm.
a great job using the non-metallic effect to do volumetric highlights.
See, I want to get a group of competent painters, like really for display painters, and get them together and have like a paint night and like just learn from each other and do wacky things. That would be so cool. I have to tell I'll invite Eric Swinson, but I don't know if he'll come. He's a busy man, that one.
I
He's in Virginia, so I can
bet.
drive. He's just about 3 hours away, I think. Not too bad.
I'd love to see the hour count on that one. Oh man, that is a good question.
Yeah, that's right. How much glazing was involved, and in painting black armor is tough when, especially when you want to do highlights like that. So,
Oh
yeah,
sweet, we got more submissions here. part of homebrew chapter. It was painted somewhat when I got it off eBay and went through and got the bling and more color shade on it. But
That's awesome. What is the chapter's name? It's a custom chapter. I see the three
yeah,
swords there. That's cool.
that is
On the
really cool.
shoulder pad. Yeah. Very cool.
I like that. I
The
like where
addition of Aquila.
it's definitely
Yeah.
nice and bright where the highlights are.
Mhm.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love. Oh man, you guys know I love me a
Heat bloom.
heat
Heat
bloom.
effects.
Oh, I love some heat bloom.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yep. Adding on three more purity seals. Nice. And the writ. I like the writ. Yeah, right on there.
Oh yeah, is that is the writ a decal? Did you actually freehand that on there? Couldn't be me. I just don't have. Every time I do, like I can't get it fine enough. I don't have a light enough touch. It comes
Yeah,
out looking like chunky lines whenever I try and
that's
do script.
that's the brush control everybody wants. That's it right there. Being able to touch very lightly.
That's
Because if
nice.
you could do that, you could do eyes, you could do sparkles in eyes, you could do the smallest little detail that other people won't do on their miniature. And that can make all the difference when you're doing competitive stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that tiny, tiny script on the each individual
Uh-huh.
purity seal. I love it.
I can teach you how to do it. Come on, man. Let's do it.
It's a bit from somewhere. I got a bunch of bits from eBay at my local store. And my local store. Oh yeah, I know
I love that thing.
I know the part is a bit, but I meant like the writing on the parchment. Like is that you painting in the writing? Is it sculpted in and you washed it? Is it a decal? Like that's the part I want to know. That's really impressive. It looks really impressive.
Did you convert yourself to a really tiny person, write it, and then put yourself back to regular size?
Ah,
That is the secret.
polymorphing. That's
That is definitely the secret. How are your edge highlighting so tiny? I just shrink myself down. It's fine.
the script is off a decal. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's nicely done.
Yeah.
But I include that too. I do the black and then I do red lighting. And the reason why is because like in the Bible where Jesus speaks, it's in red. So it looks biblical.
This is Gallo's first ever mini. It's a
Yeah.
Skaven. All right. You're a fellow
It is.
Skaven player, Rob. What is this wheel thing here called?
It's a newer form of a tiny doom wheel. I forgot the name of it, but it is definitely like the smaller version of a doom wheel.
That's cool.
And it comes in the Vermintide box. I have not opened that box yet.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah.
So this is an upcoming project for you.
Yes, definitely. I'm going to do Seraphon and Skaven. Those are the two that I'm going to knock out and have at least 2,000 points for maybe some options, a little wiggle room there. So if I want to build list and if they change the prices of units and stuff like that, I would be okay. But yeah.
So he decided to give us a throwback to the very first mini. And once again, I think your paints are like nicely thinned. I don't
Like
see
his
any
eye.
chunkiness or build here.
His eye, because it looks like it's glowing in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, it looks like you put a little highlight in the middle. That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good. Very good.
Yeah, well done, man. Like I said, I think you got an knack for this.
Yeah, man. If you're just starting out and you're already concerning about the dot in the eye, then yes, you definitely have a knack for this.
That's cool.
Let me see if I can get that. Okay. Warhammer, Age of Sigmar. Let's go over to destruction and go to, you know what I'm talking about? It's chaos. Chaos and
Rat ogres are so cool.
And those are called Doom Flares. There you go.
Flares. That's cool.
It was Doom something. Doom Wheel, but it was Doom Flares. Okay, that was close.
I'm gonna sing the Doom song now. Doom, 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 doom.
um, but yeah, I mean, I have my Skaven consists of, and I can tell you right now, um, I have 20 clan rats, 20 plague monks, no, 40 plague monks, 40 clan rats, storm fiends. I have a Grey Seer on a Screaming Bell and the Bombardier. That is my entire Skaven army right now. Painted anyway. I never paint. I never play unpainted. So that's just my thing. I tell people, listen, I'm not trying to gatekeep. I'm not. You can play with unpainted minis. You can. You do not have to fall in the same delusion that I am in. But I only paint with painted. I only play with painted minis. So I can have the mini. I can actually have the unit that I need to be able to defeat you on a sprue somewhere buried beneath a whole bunch of boxes. And I will not play it or build it or paint it until the time the project is right and I can do it. I'm very moody when I paint sometimes. To be in the mood too. And when I'm in the mood too, I can just like a friggin' factory.
Yeah, you just lock in.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. Those are fun.
Well, chat, we are coming up here on midnight. This has been awesome having a night chatting with you guys and doing a bunch of submissions from you guys and just checking out your work. And we show you guys our work all the time. I'm sure you guys are probably tired of looking at the wolves that have been on my desk for forever, but it's been good to turn the. I do need to get to painting. I've got my 10 gray hunters here that I'm about to start working
Nice.
on.
All
And
right.
I've started blacking in some of the weapons and stuff like that, and they're going to get some more attention this weekend.
That's my first step too. I reach for the black and I get all the black in the miniatures.
Yeah, because I have to finish painting them once I do that.
Yep.
Because I'm told that once I go black, I can't go back. So.
Yeah, no, that's a rumor.
uh,
But
as
if you want to find what you're seeking, you always look for a Puerto Rican.
I can't think of anything witty about a Thai man. Give me a week to come back to you. Gallo, so you're a fellow Skaven player. Gallo wants to know what your thoughts are on the Warpstone Blade. Of course, I will caveat Rob is just getting into Skaven.
Yeah. I don't have a comment about the Warpstone Blade, so I'm gonna have to look into it. Is it the one that who has it? Oh man, I know. Let's see. Is Kritok Foulblade the one that has it? I gotta look up his thing.
To the Googles.
Yeah. Sorry, I need to get educated on the.
Nope, not the Lexicanum. Okay, my Google Foo is not strong enough for this. I failed.
I just need to know what unit it is attached to. It'll be in I need to see the faction packs. All right, let me see. Games, downloads, Age of Sigmar, faction packs.
Welcome back, Inquisitor. He had to go do some job stuff. Inquisitor, we were looking at some uh, of the Voton earlier. Was it you or Keegan that was telling me that the Voton set doesn't come with enough faceplates to give everybody a helmet? I remember having that conversation with one of you two.
Well, I don't have that. Battle orders. Wow.
I'm about to restart a project of night-like minis. I've decided to do an entire scenery set for the undead to accompany them. Oh, I hand did all the white edges on my general's blade. Oh, okay. So, are you asking from a painting standpoint or from a gaming standpoint?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm looking for game data on it. Painting it, that's not an issue at all. I can tell you a paint recipe easily. I'll start with Caliban green, and then work my way up to a Vallejo Escorpina green, and then a couple of glazes with emerald ink, just so I can add saturation to Warpstone glow. So I combine the ink with the glow to get the transitions. And there goes your triad colors to creating that warpstone blade type of look. Um, Now, weeping blades, if you have weeping blades that are warpstone, that's another thing that you can do. You would paint the half of it metallic metal and then do the same colors, but do some layering so it gets lighter and lighter towards the tips of the blade. So it looks like the blade is weeping poison, from one end of it. That's a different story, but you're using the exact same colors. Ironically, you can use the same warpstone colors and the scheme for the blade. You can do the same effect for Necrons. Like it was, I mean, I would get rid of the emerald green, but I would definitely use all the other colors. Like it's even simpler on Necrons, but it has that green kind of glow effect to it. So if you're talking an artistic standpoint, that's how I would approach a warpstone weapon.
And this is the miniature in question here.
Yeah.
So those
So
darker areas that you see, those would be the Caliban green he was talking about. He'd start from a rich dark green,
right.
and
And
then
this one has a little blue towards the onset, the ferrule of the blade. So there's a little blue. So you can see that he hit the blue. Which blue is that? It's almost like a baby blue green. And then starting from the point from the second glisten up, you're going to see it pronouncedly go into that livery green, that escarpino type of green, right at the tip. But yes, Wolf Brother Mythos, the Caliban green is going to be for the edges of it. Um, you can even shade those if you want to, but that's unnecessary. You want the rich texture of the greens to come out. Now, your best option here, if you don't own a airbrush, is just wet blending. Just playing around with the paint, pushing the pigment in different areas, see where it swirls, where it gathers, where it touches. If you like the pattern that it creates, that swirl, then that's where you keep it, and let it dry. And all you have to do is trace those lines, that original design that you really like. But it's going to have that one skill that with Puerto Rico is going to work on, which is having a very light touch with the brush. And you get to practice that. Oh, I can't wait to see what you do with it if you're going for that. Now, as far as what the weapon does in battle, I don't know because I don't have this. I mean, I haven't opened up the Skaven Tide yet, so I don't know the rules of it. So I don't have them on hand. Yeah, I've been playing Seraphon lately, but I definitely do like the Battle Force box that I got, which is actually I have the empty box right here because I'm just finishing it. Um, doesn't have those new minis in it. It's a lot of minis, but it's not those minis. So that's all I have, and that's all I know the rules for that I've played so far.
That's
Um,
cool.
but I will. I have a lot of bodies, but Skaven is a horde army, so it makes sense. If you don't have 120 of something, that's a horde army. You don't have enough. Like that's it. That's where you start. 120 bare minimum horde level army that you can call it a horde. Yeah, that's a horde army, and it's a horde you're playing. Um,
I only had moot green when I made my warp stone, and
okay.
I washed it with Bealtan green since that's all I had. When you are starting out, I always have the saying, you get it in where you can fit it in. You get what you have on hand, and you make it work. One technique that's really user friendly for that kind of thing, though, is if you can make a shade with just a really like I don't know, almost a black paint, just really water it down, and it can help take that down. Wash it all over the green, and then that way when you come back with another layer of that bright green, it shows a little more brightly. And then you can even mix in a little white if you want to. But also one of the things that works really well for that is dry brushing, especially the different stone textures that are on that weapon. That would really help bring out some of that. So there's always you've probably done a great job with the of tools available to you, but those are some techniques you can use in the future if you ever wanted to elevate to that next level.
Oh yeah.
Um, One thing that stood out here, Gamesburger says rat on rat. It's
It is.
ratception.
It is.
What stood out to me immediately looking at it is a Goofy and Pluto situation. You've got one rat that walks like a man, talks like a man, wields weapons, probably speaks, and then you got the other one on all fours, beast of burden. It's a Goofy and Pluto situation.
It is. It is. That's Clan Mulder. They experiment with things, and sometimes their experimentations don't come out quite right. These were one of the ones that didn't retain their memories. So they were like, "What are we going to do with things?" Well, beast of burden. There you go.
I, this is a really twisted form of the old saying, and I hate bringing it up because there's so many generations in. They are wolves, right? But this definitely is like a very twisted take on there are no wolves on Fenris
Mm-mm.
because they all started, somewhere. And like you
Yeah.
said, one didn't retain any memories and went full feral.
Well, he meant that his space wolves aren't wolves at all. They're the Volca Fenrica, and to call them a wolf is kind of an insult. So there are no regular wolves on Fenris. What he says that there are demons out there
Well,
waiting to consume. So
but yeah, but the idea is that there were no wolves on Fenris when they got there, right? But
um,
now to me, they are wolves this many generations in because the space.
Thunderwolf cavalry wasn't there. Thunderwolves were there.
If you go back and look at 30K, there's no
No,
Thunderwolves.
no, they didn't use them, but they were on the planet of Fenris. I don't think they got the wherewithal to use them in battle yet. Or am I wrong?
That's it. The answer isn't truly known. That's what they mean though when they say there are no wolves on Fenris. They
Mm.
say that the wolves actually came from the Canucks Helix and people became beasts. So the mutation that makes them canine in some aspects, the fangs, the snout, the claws, some of them undertook it and went through a true full transformation, is what
Oh
some
yeah,
people say.
Wolfen.
No, not wolfen, beast, full wolves.
Oh. Oh, I thought they turned into Wolfen. I didn't realize that they turned into actual wolves.
They typically do. but the original that is more modern day, and usually the wolfen are killed before they become something else.
Yeah.
So yeah. Uh, well, no, because Russ was raised by wolves.
That's true.
That's what I always say. I'm just saying that's what people argue. I always agree with that, Gamesburg. I'm just what I'm saying is that that is one of the things people like to throw at us, saying that we brought the dogs to.
Yeah, but no, I think Gamesburgers convinced me over here. I think that's a
Oh,
valid point that
oh,
there was
and true.
wolves there.
I agree the same way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've even worked that bit into my personal lore, but that's
I
what I get.
I
That, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Um, I always thought that it was Russ saying that the wolves that are on Felmris are more too savage to be just called wolves. There's something more. So to call them just wolves is an insult. So there are no wolves on Fenris. There are demons in the night that
Yeah,
can just take it. Yeah, there's stronger things than that.
that's why I always say I hate saying this because too many people try and make it into something more than it is. Saying that we're all the
Yeah,
dogs on our own planet. I'm like, that's not what it is at all. But like that's the thing that always gets like thrown back at me. And I agree with Gamesburger. That argument's always been a bit silly. There's too many Space Wolf haters. I agree.
yeah. In fact, the piece that I did for the Nova Open that came in with a pin, um, is called "There Were No Wolves on Fenris," but there was a wolf on the base killing 1,000 sons. So they're saying that the wolves are just they're too feral. If they can kill 1,000 son, so they're too feral to be just wolves.
I always took There's No Wolves on Fenris as they view wolves as one of them. I mean, that is true. They're part of the family.
Yeah.
Uh,
Coochie coochie. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a prosthetic.
I mean, there are more advanced, giant, massive predators that are far removed from the Terran wolves. That's true.
Oh yeah,
Ours
the
ours get to
squid
be the
thing.
size of
Krakens.
vehicles. Got
Yeah,
to go, friends. Great to chat with you all in the chat. Great to see you. We're probably about to call it as well, my friend.
yeah.
Wait, did I ever read Roxy's comment from like 20, 30 minutes ago? Hey, I did not. I am so sorry, Roxy.
What did Roxy say?
She just said, hey, hello.
Hey, Roxy.
It was great to see you too, brother. Great. Thank you for stopping by and being part of the chat tonight. Um, I had something else to say and I totally just lost it. Oh well, it must not have been important. Uh, that's going to bother me all night. I'll be going to sleep. What was it I was going to say on the show earlier?
Definitely get in touch. Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, guys, this has been a really great show tonight. I really appreciate how interactive this was, and I would love to, do this again in the future. Share some work together, and I really feel like that is a motivating thing for me is when we're showing our work to each other and talking about it. Giving feedback sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, Rob is one. Almost always can show me something that I can improve on one of my minis whenever we show it off, and he tells me. What I always like about getting feedback from Rob is it's always the sandwich. You know, the sandwich. He tells me what I'm doing right,
Yeah.
and then what could use improvement, and then how the overall thing comes together, and it's like layers.
I'm a teacher. That's what I do for a living.
So
I quit my day job to do that. You say don't quit your day job.
yeah, we should do this more again, guys. Definitely love to see you guys do more future submissions, and we'll make sure that we do the same with ours.
It was a fun show. It was a fun show.
Any closing thoughts for you, brother?
All right. Closing thought. Here's a big one. What if the redacted Primarchs? Dun, dun, dun. What if Omegon was actually a girl and Alfarius was a boy?
Oh my gosh.
There it is. Dropping bombs. Dropping bombs. That could be a whole new show. Guys, leave some stuff in the comment about that. Maybe we can do a show about your comments about, the bomb I just laid. Call it the bomb com. All right.
Thank you, Gamesburger. Thank you, Gallo. Thank you, everybody, so nice for joining us tonight. If you guys like tonight's episode, please make sure that you grab up an axe and smash that like button in the name of the Emperor. Drop us some comments down below. Feel free to be part of any of tonight's ridiculous conversations. And if you guys are not yet subscribed to my brother, the TMP, any of my friends down in the link tree below. And if you're not subscribed to this guy, we'd love to have you as part of the pack here at Wolfbrother Hobbies. So subscribe. Until next time, guys, stay frosty.